It's something you can't really explain. That feeling when the lights come on, the crowd roars, and you realize there's no bigger stage than this.
The grandest stage of them all. The showcase of the immortals. The game has started!
I will give you a show like you have never seen before.
The Austin era has begun!
No brighter lights, no higher stakes, no louder crowd, and no second takes. It happens once.
The eyes of the world are on this tonight.
And it's forever.
Wrestlemania will live forever.
Because memories are made in this ring. And we, you and me, the fans, we get to be there for the moments we'll never forget.
What a spectacle we got here, Gino. Unbelievable. The greatest thing I've ever seen.
We were there when the irresistible force met the immovable object. We were there when it seemed impossible until it happened.
The streak is over.
When legends took their final bow.
It's over. Goodbye.
When Seth shocked the world.
Rollins with the heist of the century.
When Cody finished his story and made his dad proud. And years from now, decades from now, our kids will tell their kids that we were alive and we were there. When Punk fought Roman for the title.
The tribal chief and the best in the world in the main event.
Cuando la primera se enfrentó a la güerita.
On the grandest stage of them all.
When the voices tried to squash the nightmare.
They talk to me and they tell me that I am going to beat Cody Rhodes.
When Jade and Rhea stood face to face.
Welcome to the big league.
When Oba stepped onto this stage, the biggest stage of them all, for the very first time. There's no way to know exactly what drama lies ahead.
You stole everything from me.
But we know we're here for the pops and the surprises.
There is nobody who can stop me.
The memories that will last a lifetime.
I love that title. I made that title.
We are here.
What a collision awaits.
We are alive. No second takes.
The greatest live event in entertainment.
Lights up. The curtain's about to rise. Welcome to WrestleMania.
Hey, this is WWE and ECW alumni, the Blue Meanie, and you're listening to PCW.
The question is, are you ready?
Let me talk to you. I will give you a show like you have never, ever seen before. Why? Because I can. What do you guys want to talk about?
I am the B-E-S-T.
And the color red in a world full of black and white.
And the eater of worlds.
Yeah!
If you're some love! Acknowledge me. The champ is here!
But to be the man, you gotta beat the man, and I'm saying, woo, right here. Hey, yo.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another episode of PCW Podcast Championship Wrestling. I am your host, Wayne, also known as Semi-Dry Chicken. We have a long episode. We're going to be doing a lot. Well, we have a lot to cover. We have Wrestlemania Night 1 and 2, and maybe we'll even talk about the Raw after. It's just one right after fucking another. With that said, let me bring in my guest. Welcome back, co-host Dre.
Yo, what it do, PCW crew? Let's talk about it.
We got a lot to talk about, man. All right, let's keep the ball rolling, man. Let's keep it rolling. Yeah.
I hear voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me. You got your rules and your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting...
Yeah, well, welcome back, Tyler.
Thanks for having me, guys. How's everybody doing tonight?
You know what, dude? The difference between this episode and the last one is the last one, it was like 88 degrees, and we were sweating our asses off, and we had the fan on in the background, but now it is, it's chilly.
Yeah, we're Eskimos now.
It's very cold. Now I'm in sweatpants and I got my hoodie. And before we started the show, I had my little heater on here just to heat up the little studio here.
You got it comfortable. I'm
comfortable now. I wish every episode was this temperature.
Yeah, this is like
ideal.
Perfect.
Podcasting. So,
Goldilocks.
With that said, let's move along here. Doyle, welcome back, buddy.
Oh, it's me. It's the Doyle. And I usually do this at the end of the show, but I'm going to get this at the beginning because right now I got a Celtics playoff game, a Bruins playoff game about to start, and a Red Sox-Yankees game. So we're going to go with go Bees, go C's, go Sox right off the bat.
Oh, man, right off the bat. Okay.
Hey, Doyle, were you going for like a beach blanket bingo vibe with the music? I was
going for a Soul Ruka vibe.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I keep that. It felt. I've watched the actual movie Beach Blanket Bingo, and that felt like the intro to that movie, where I was dancing on the beach.
Yeah, when you hear it out of context,
it has a surf motif. I think it's called surfing something.
Surfing bird,
like the
title. Ruka, my Nubian surfer queen.
Surf and turf. All right. I mean, you know.
Is there something? I thought you said something, Wayne. I'm sorry.
Doyle always switching the entrance themes. You know, every chance he gets.
Yeah, I'm gonna rock right now. That installs on the main roster until there's a special theme, holiday, or whatever, what have you. I'm gonna rock with Sol Ruka for a little while.
You know what could have been a special theme for the night?
What's that? Oh, I got it. Is it this one?
No.
Damn, I had that all queued up just for Doyle at any moment.
I would have said any I would have said anything from the purple one, as today marks 10 years since he passed.
Blouses.
Brody Lee?
10-year anniversary of Prince's death.
Oh,
Rest in peace.
Shit.
Oh, Prince.
What purple one were y'all thinking of?
I thought you were talking about Brody Lee.
I'm trying to think of all. I'm
purple.
Yeah, his thing was like a black and purple. What the heck was the name of his group in AEW? And they had like a black and purple motif going on.
The Dark Order.
Yeah. Yep.
He was the exalted one of the Dark Order.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, but nobody rocks purple better than the Judgment Day.
Rhea rocked purple a few times, and I was quite happy with it.
So I want to bring this up in the very beginning of this episode because I'm just seeing it everywhere I go. I'm seeing multiple reports, and like, if you guys have seen several, please feel free to chime in. But by God, have fans been terrible to wrestlers outside of the arena with mobbing them out at the hotel? Like, waiting for, like, I've seen videos of, like, I heard they don't have security going from the arena to the hotel. So, like, they would walk out the hotel and, like, there were people, like, mobbing, like, Orton as he's trying to get out. I think somebody heard about, Bailey was having issues with somebody with taking videos of her, and CM Punk got involved, and now the guy wants an apology from Punk.
Yeah, right.
X-Pac,
Sean... AJ Lee.
Yeah, Sean Waltman and Booker.
That guy released his video of the incident.
To TMZ. Yeah, to TMZ.
Yeah, I have seen it.
He sold it.
But like, Bailey slapped his phone away first.
Yeah.
It's just like, maybe you should have gotten the hit then, dude.
Right. She literally puts her hand up to block the phone like, that's your cue. Mind your fucking business.
Yeah, right? And
but I think Booker T said somebody was filming him in the bathroom or something.
Yeah, X-Pac had the same issue.
Man?
What the
hell? X-Pac and Booker T both said people were filming them in the bathroom. Dude, it's ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure that's like not just like a violation of privacy, but isn't that like also an additional charge for filming in a bathroom?
Like,
doesn't matter who.
Just
it
like
is.
them getting mobbed, but people just wanting fucking autographs and stuff, dude. It's like ridiculous.
Like, there's times and places.
It's obviously, man.
Mm-hmm. They better do something for one of these fans really get their ass whooped.
Yeah.
They're going to try the wrong one on the wrong time one day, and
people were
wrestler's not going to be so diplomatic.
Yep. Somebody was giving Oba some shit because he wasn't doing autographs when he was trying to get into a car. Like, I was like, really? Yeah. Really? That's the wrong fucking person to mess with. You really gonna fucking taunt the man for not giving you... dude, really? Nope.
Especially in and around an event where all of these people have actual meet and greets, where you'll get 5 seconds with them or whatever, but, like, it's a whole nother thing if you're out in Timbuktu and you run into whomever, and even then, you don't get up in their shit. You maybe say, hey, big fan. If they're like, hey, let's get a picture or something, then you go, cool, let's do that. But just leave them the fuck alone, especially around these events where, like, if you really want to meet them that bad, go pay your fucking $300 or whatever it is, and you can get to them for 5 seconds. Like, and guess what? They won't be pissed off at you.
Yeah, there's no excuse for WWE not to have security at minimum at the hotel that everybody's staying at. It's not like all these wrestlers are coming in and they're staying at random hotels like, oh, this guy's at the Motel 6, this guy's at the Marriott, this guy's at the Holiday Inn, and, or whatever. Like, especially something like WrestleMania, this is the hotel. This is where all the superstars are at. That's how the fans know where to freaking stalk these motherfuckers at. And if that's the case, WWE needs to put up money for security. Like, this is where we're at. Mm-hmm. Security. Nobody's in this hotel unless you are WWE staff, talent, or family or such. But everybody else, all these random fuckers, no access to this hotel if you ain't a guest. Staying here. And that way, at least at the hotel, they're fine.
Oh, we know they let just about...
You can't control everything because obviously, these wrestlers
are all over the place doing individual things, whether it's, some promo event here, some media event here, meet and greet here. So it's hard to control them, unlike, like, say, an NBA team where everybody's on the same schedule. Like, we're here, everybody get on the bus, go to the arena, play the game, and leave. You can't really do that with WWE superstars, unfortunately. But if this shit gets out of hand, they're going to have to figure out something. Certain stars,
and there's all
especially
kinds of
the
other shit
women,
going on.
Especially the women.
Yes.
They should have security escorts with them at all times at events like this. The guys, it may be more annoying, but the guys are generally more equipped to handle themselves in situations like that. If they get aggressive and bark at somebody, they're more likely to back off. Women, it's much more difficult for them. So they should absolutely have security.
There's also all kinds of other shit going on at these hotels as well. Like, they often run rehearsals and shit. Like, I saw a report of somebody got into a ballroom where they were rehearsing the ladder match. And it's like, how the fuck did you even get in here? So yeah, the lack security was a big out of the arena problem this weekend. From
you know what?
the report
Speaking of, I would love to just get into all this other stuff, because what other stuff did people were getting arrested for stealing chairs.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, fans getting arrested for stealing chairs. Wonderful. What else? I saw guys who were getting kicked out of the arena, and doing some further looking into it. Like, I guess they've been kicked out of NFL and MLB arenas, so they thought they could get away with it by going to WrestleMania. But it's like, no, you've been banned from like all sport venues.
Oh shit!
Like, so they got escorted out, and the one guy got back in the next night, but he got paid like $500 or something, got his tickets, but he was all the way in the nosebleeds, all the way up top. I was like, was it really worth it then, man? Like,
my question is, what the hell are you doing to get banned from all venues?
I think one of the guys, because this isn't just one, this is a couple people who are going through this. I saw two separate channels. One guy, I guess he takes tours of the arenas,
right?
And he's had some problems in the past, probably taking illegal tours of arenas when they're closed, I bet. Probably one of those guys,
right,
YouTubers.
Right. Yeah.
And they probably got caught several times, got warned, and now...
Bam.
Now when you want to go to a real event,
you screw yourself.
Yeah,
Okay, that's understandable then. Like, if you're like breaking in after operating hours... Yeah, man, it's like, no event going on.
So if I break into the fucking zoo down in Philly, right? I go down and I keep breaking into the zoo because I want to fucking feed a tiger or a penguin. Let's say a penguin. It's much safer. I want to feed my own fucking penguin, right? And I constantly keep breaking into the fucking zoo trying to feed a penguin. I get caught every fucking time. Fish in my pocket every time. Lean up over the side, every time. But then I want to go to the zoo. My family's going like, yeah, come on, Wayne. We'll take you to the zoo. We'll even pay for you. I get into the zoo. And as soon as I get there, security... Fucking Frank, man.
Sir.
The fucking minimum wage Frank puts his hand on my chest. I'm going to stop you right there. You can't go here. You've had problems here in the past. So, dude, come on. I mean...
The chair thing, I did see recently, somebody got an original King of the Ring chair from when Stone Cold won King of the Ring. And they got him to sign it. So, understandably, that the value of that chair, being a King of the Ring seat alone, and then having him sign it on top of that, the value is increased drastically.
Yeah.
But you're talking about regular folding chairs that don't have any, like, as far as I know anyway, don't have any significant markings or...
The PLE ones...
They were commemorative chairs. What it was is people who purchased certain VIP packages... That chair came as part of the package. Those people who had purchased those had special wristbands, they were blue in color. So there were some people, there were videos you could see some people walking out with the chair in hand. They'd show security the blue wristband, showing that, hey, I paid for the VIP package that allows me to keep this chair, and they were allowed to go. Mixed in with all that, though, were other random thieving motherfuckers who did not have those wristbands trying to just blend in with the crowd and sneak out, and security was catching them and arresting them for theft.
Right. Okay, that makes sense now. Got it.
Yeah. Just.
Well, as
it's
someone who
ridiculous.
works in events, I can tell you that all it takes is a handful of people to fucking totally fuck everything up.
Oh yeah,
That's how razor thin the line between chaos and order is.
Well, I'll tell you right now. I just went on eBay. I'm gonna pull this up here for Tyler to see.
Holy shit!
For WrestleMania commemorative ringside chair Vegas, ready to ship $700 or best offer.
Or best offer.
There's one here going for. Oh wait, this one's from WrestleMania 41. So it does drop drastically quick. WrestleMania 42, night 2, $600. So that's how much people are asking. $700 for the fucking chairs.
How is night 1 more expensive than night 2?
So if you want to collect the whole set, you want both of them.
I don't got the storage for that.
Nah,
nor the bank account.
Yeah, you jack up the least attractive one.
Yeah, why don't we just? I think I should get rid of all the chairs in my house and just decorate my house with all the chairs, just WrestleMania chairs. I'll as old as I can get them.
I'm gonna sit on Rhea Ripley's face,
dude. What the fuck? Yeah, dude. Yeah, Doyle wants his face on a chair. Oh shit!
What the hell?
So yeah, there's already WrestleMania chairs up, and it's only been 2 days. That's how eBay works, I guess, right? I mean, when especially in like that when you're sitting on that and you're like, I'm gonna sell this right away. And you're probably thinking of it when you're sitting on it, because you know what? I worked at Atomic Design for a little bit, and that's where they made the Elimination Chamber.
Right.
And they also did some other pay-per-view sets. So around Atomic Design were a bunch of those chairs. Now, I don't remember offhand a lot of those, but they were older ones. And, I was like, oh, man, I remember that pay-per-view. I remember the set for that and stuff. So those chairs are still out there. So
history.
What else? People getting banned from the arena. We saw a blimp. There was a blimp in the arena, which, by the way, decent sized blimp, but when you backed away the camera, look, tiny as shit in that big arena. I really showed how big the arena was.
That was a great perspective at her.
Yeah, I want to talk about the set. Set was nice. Mm-hmm. The long ass ramp, guys. Long ass ramp. It only played for one good shot. Other than that, the rest of the night, that ramp kind of pissed me off. Because I knew that was eating up so much time in entrances. Yeah. And, like Nia and Lash Legend walking down. I'm just like, okay, let's fucking hurry up. Let's go, move it along. Like, this is why WrestleMania takes so long. Well, I get it.
That's why they're heels, though. They make you wait.
Part of it.
Part of it. That is part of it.
Right.
But yeah,
walking down that ramp was the least of the problems.
I know,
as far as
but
time goes in that WrestleMania.
Oh, I get it though, Dre. But I got to start the first layer of the cake here of complaining, and then the first layer we're gonna start with the long ramp. See, that's why I'm working. We're working the entrance, working the ramp, and then we'll talk about the rest.
I don't know if I want to eat this cake.
Then this foundation of bullshit. It starts with the long ass entrance ramp. But we were right though. We said the night one. It was Las Vegas, all beautiful, the skylights, the lights, whatever, the big buildings. And then it gets destroyed night 2, right? That we kind of had that idea. We thought it may have happened in a match, like some set pieces would get destroyed, but it was all digital. Which, I guess, at the end of the day, a click of a button, so much easier and cheaper. I was curious about the pyro because everybody's sitting so damn close. Yeah. But they had the pyro up very high.
Did they actually maintain their stance on the seats on the stage, or did they?
No, they were pretty freaking close.
Oh.
Because then you could tell the separation between the people who sat on the stage to the people who were on the run ramp, because there was
on the floor.
On the floor. There was a big step.
Right.
From we have more money to these people, we have even more money. That. I feel like that's how it was. The difference
we have accountant money and
the
then we have
sections
streamer
to set
money. Yeah.
is You know, I was thinking that too when I was looking at people sitting in WrestleMania in the front seats, because you know you have all that fucking time to look at these people sometimes, and you're just like, damn, like, how much money did you drop, bro? How much money did you sell your Honda Civic for this WrestleMania? Like, what did you do to get here?
I donated a testicle to the black market.
Damn. Even all the way up to the last minute, tickets were still ridiculously priced. Still. Money.
Well, I'll tell you what, those people sitting in the front row aren't the people selling their cars for tickets. It's the people in the 400s that are selling their cars for tickets.
The chance to be on camera for 5 seconds.
Yeah, right.
At any given moment.
Yeah, so I mean, the set, I think it was pretty cool. The arena was awesome looking. I mean, I've never been, so, but yeah, it's cool. So I don't know. Let's kick off this PLE, I guess. Night 1. You want to take it away, Dre?
Sure. We can start off with night 1 of Ad Mania.
Mania, yes.
So, obviously, we got a lot of matches to cover and a lot of them to go through. So, and this pay-per-view, this WrestleMania as a whole was clearly a tale of two halves. So, we're not going to waste too much time on the first half, so that way we can get to the far superior second half. So, match 1. Usos, Jay and Jimmy Uso, teaming up with LA Knight, defeated the Vision, consisting of Logan Paul and Austin Theory, and IShowSpeed by pinfall. The Usos, they just had to fuck with their theme again, changing it from it's us Us to it's me and you Us, and it sounds terrible. Absolutely terrible. Like, it sounds weak.
I did mock the shit out of that. That's right.
It sounds terrible. It sounds weak. LA Knight, they gave him a truck to drive out. That's okay.
Or ram by any chance.
He arrives in vehicles a lot.
Right. Like, again, that's his thing. All right, what car is LA Knight going to show up in this time?
Hey, you know what? If that's his theme every WrestleMania, let it be. Because he's starting something that nobody else has done.
Eddie Guerrero.
Well, yeah, but every WrestleMania he's going to do a different car. Not just, Eddie Guerrero's always lowriders.
Yeah.
Right? But like, if he was going to do a new sports car, you know what I mean? What was it? It a Dodge Ram, right?
But see, that's what I mean, though. Like, Eddie Guerrero's was more, tied to his heritage, his culture, where LA's just doing it because Ram sponsors the event, and hey, get this thing out there so that it's paid for.
Exactly. If it was character driven or something like that, I'd be all for it. But if it's just somebody cuts a check in LA Knight to drive your car out there for his interest, fuck that shit. I'm good on that.
Mm-hmm.
But the match itself was nothing really to write home about. The Usos won. IShowSpeed didn't look terrible in the ring. I mean, he's obviously a very athletic person, so he used his athleticism to his advantage. Had a moment here and there. And then afterwards, Logan Paul blamed IShowSpeed for it, whooped his ass. Usos and LA Knight come back. They whoop up on Theory and Paul. Throw Paul up on the announce table and then talk IShowSpeed into jumping from the ring post to the announce table with a frog splash, putting Logan Paul through the table. And yeah, y'all got any thoughts on this?
IShowSpeed being
influencer violence.
That's true. IShowSpeed being way better in the ring than he had any right to be. I mean, I was impressed, dude. And I know he was doing some stuff at the Performance Center, working with Logan Paul and stuff, and I know this is leading up to because at the end he turned, right? I mean, IShowSpeed was never really a heel to begin with, but he turned on Logan Paul. And I was like, okay, so we're getting Logan Paul versus IShowSpeed at some point, right?
Yeah.
I was like, we're gonna have two YouTubers face each other on a card. We're gonna have to review that, guys, at some point.
Streaming wars.
God damn. Can we preemptively, not review that specific match? But no, it'll probably be banger.
Don't do that.
Skipping over anything that happens between IShowSpeed and Logan Paul.
Yeah. I mean,
second that.
I don't know where they expect to go with this. It just seems like they just want to bring in more and more celebrities. I mean, that's what TKO wants. So more celebrities, more athletes.
You would think there would be somebody who has eyes and ears that can read a room and be like, hey guys, this isn't going so well. Can we abort
There is
yet?
somebody with eyes and ears who can read the room. Unfortunately, he has bosses.
Yeah, that's Triple H.
True.
He's got the final boss.
Yeah, but he's off shooting a freaking movie.
The final boss.
Yeah, that guy's not. No, we're talking about the actual boss, Ari Man and Mark Shapiro.
Plus, TKO has come out and explicitly even said, if we drive some of the hardcores away, no big deal, because we're going to get so many more, more casuals. If they get 1 million casuals, they don't care if they drive away 10,000 hardcore fans. You know what I mean?
If I remember correctly,
that was said by Mark Shapiro.
I think Call of Duty's having the exact same issue with casuals and hardcore fans. I mean, I know it's a whole other world away from what we're talking about now, but the issue is persistent in multiple facets, unfortunately.
Yeah. A little more in this match. We just know it was just a place filler. The Usos there's no titles in the line here for the Usos to get. It was just a filler match because what we saw on Raw, obviously, the Usos might have a different direction to go.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be beefing with these two again for a second.
For at least a couple weeks.
For a couple weeks.
This match just existed for those casuals, basically.
Yeah.
Because it was that first match on ESPN. So it was just, hey, look at all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really necessarily mean it's going to lead to anything.
No.
I don't expect IShowSpeed to be a part-timer going forward, but I mean, it did what it was supposed to do. It was fun enough, like I said, it wasn't for us, though. No. It's for the guy that, I used to watch this in college, or, we used to watch this when we were kids. It's coming on after whatever was on ESPN leading up to it. Okay, let's check it out. That's what it was for. It wasn't for us.
Yeah, it was meant to make a good. It was meant to be a good showing for WWE to the broader casual audience, like you said. Get the popular names with the interests that everybody pops big for. So get the Usos out there so they can see everybody yeeting. So all the casuals can be like, oh wow, look how exciting this product is.
I know that guy. Fuck that guy.
Or just so they can see it, just so they can see a whole crowd participating in something, so it makes the product look good. Get LA Knight out there. Oh, he's popular. Let him do his thing. See 50,000 people scream LA Knight. Oh wow, see how popular and exciting the product is. And then get the crossover casual people who will draw the eyes, I guess. Logan Paul and IShowSpeed. Oh, IShowSpeed's doing WrestleMania. He's gonna be on ESPN. Let's tune in and watch it. It was basically just this match was basically a big commercial for WWE. It's pretty much all it was.
Oh, harsh.
It was just a glorified WWE commercial.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun to yeet, right? I mean, we got to yeet in the beginning.
That shitty ass fucking theme.
You didn't yeet? I was eating all over the place. I was eating over here. I was eating over there. I was eating over here, too.
No, the second I heard that horrible ass theme, they killed the yeet for it.
Man, I forget.
Honestly, the yeeting in the crowd, it wasn't even as big as it's been in the past.
No.
That shit's starting to lose its magic. And I don't know if it's because of the theme or because Jimmy and Jay have just really cooled off a lot or what. But, yeah, the crowd wasn't even yeeting as vigorously as we've seen before.
Well, I guess we'll see. Yeah, I mean, that's all I got for that match. That's all my input. Do you guys got any other input? Tyler?
No, it did what it was supposed to do.
Tyler, did we get any predictions wrong? Did anybody get... Tyler has our predictions from last episode.
So,
because he wants to point at us and be like, "Ha ha, you're wrong."
Well, no, the only person that was right was you on this one.
Yeah. Say that again so the people in the back can hear.
Wait, I did not recall picking Division to win this match.
No, exactly. He picked Division. Everybody else picked the Usos.
Okay. Yeah. Sad face for everybody.
No, sad face for you. You were wrong.
Oh wait,
you were wrong in your pick, but it was still right.
Don't worry, I'll get my W later. Carry on, Trey.
Yeah. So next match that aired on ESPN2, the unsanctioned match between Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre, which saw Jacob Fatu defeat Drew McIntyre via pinfall, and this match went for about a little over 14 minutes. And it pretty much was exactly what I said it was going to be. A regular hardcore match in the ring with a little bit of outside action. Which for me, for what it was, the match didn't completely suck, but it was underwhelming to me.
Yes.
They could have done more, especially for unsanctioned. This should have been treated more like a Falls Count Anywhere match than just a regular no DQ match. I feel like they left something on the table by not letting them go as hard as they could. I know they had time constraints because obviously the match had to end within the first hour, so that way they could tell everybody, "All right, give us $30 to go to watch the rest of the show on ESPN Unlimited, whatever."
Yeah, they should have called it something other than unsanctioned if they weren't gonna really go for it.
They should have just called it a street fight or a no DQ match or something.
Or hardcore, whatever, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you said, you were right, absolutely right. It was too safe. You know what I mean? I wish that this match had been at, Backlash or some other pay-per-view other than WrestleMania on ESPN on the first time they've ever done it. You know what I mean?
The
main event of Raw would have been better.
Right.
Like they would have gone for it more.
There's no blood.
They couldn't bleed. They couldn't.
Yeah. There's no high stakes. But don't get me wrong. Like some of the spots I liked seeing fucking.
It wasn't bad.
Jacob take that fucking spot outside with that table, the Slim Jim table. Oh my! Why do they always get the toolbox, man? And then they empty it. I do like
the idea that Drew is afraid of toolboxes.
That seems to be his kryptonite.
His secret.
Oh no! It's a toolbox.
And I also like that they stopped doing the sound effect. Remember that Hell in a Cell match? Every time they picked it up, they played this jingle sound effect.
Oh yeah.
At this time.
Yeah, that's when WWE was getting to. They had their own fucking soundboard during COVID, and they got a little too attached to it.
A little too cute, yeah.
Yeah, they're over here just pressing buttons like.
But you're also a piece of shit.
Just buttons on a board, But yeah, I mean, this got me a little bit more hyped for WrestleMania. I mean, like if I was like, oh, I might spend $30. That last match was all right, but this match, maybe I will spend that $30. Tyler, didn't you spend $30? Weren't you one of those people who bought ESPN at the last minute?
I plead the fifth.
Weird.
Fucking Mark.
I'll play it for him.
You fucking Mark!
Thanks, MJF. Yeah, I was the dumbass because so here's the thing.
Okay. Here's what happened allegedly.
Well, no, you know, asshole. No, this weekend, I wasn't able to partake in the WrestleMania 42 viewing parties that Wayne was having. I was out with my daughters and my family, and the time that I could watch WrestleMania, my folks don't have it out there. They don't have anything that carries ESPN, or that carries the WrestleManias. So it was on me to make sure that I could watch it and to be able to see what you guys were seeing and process all the information, whether it was good, whether it was terrible. So yeah, they got my $35.
So did you watch it on replay or did you watch it live?
I watched the first half live, and then I had to watch the second half of. I'm referring to night one. First half of night one, I watched live, and then second half, I had to watch on replay. Night two.
I asked because I want to know if your experience watching the replay was as fucking miserable as mine was.
Yeah, it was.
God,
it was
that fast forward rewind feature just fucking sucks.
Yeah, it was terrible. I don't why include it if there's no functionality to it. Little to no, none functionality.
Yeah, I mean, watching it live and sitting through the commercials sucks. But like, you might as well just do that because by the time you figure out how to successfully fast forward and get to stop where you want it to, and you might as well just sat through the commercial because it takes just as fucking long.
Yeah, it was abysmal. Hopefully, there's some kind of upgrades and so something they can do to make it more user friendly. Because that was especially you would think. To find it even. Yeah, I was sitting there and tapping the screen like a dozen times, and I'm like,
there, yeah,
right. No, so and then night two. I was able to watch the first hour, and then the next 2 hours I had to watch on replay, and then I was able to watch the last quarter of the Rhea Ripley match, and then all of the CM Punk match here with the viewing party.
All right.
We should also bring up the last match, by the way, was only 7 minutes and 8 seconds, and this one was 14 minutes and 9 seconds. So I like to continue us mentioning how incredibly short these matches were. But yes.
I was going to get there, but yeah.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
absolutely right. So far, we were probably, well, at this point, when this match is over, we are an hour into the show, and we have had 21 minutes of wrestling.
God damn. And you know what? That doesn't include entrances. That's just bell to bell.
There were really long entrances, sure, but I kind of don't mind that so much because that is part of the story sometimes, part of the character building. The minute they walk out the ring, they're not, whatever Rhea Ripley's real name is. She's Rhea Ripley, which is somebody different. So that's when the performance starts. So that doesn't drive me as crazy as... Just
agreed.
Breaks that go on forever.
Yeah, I mean, didn't somebody's Mania entrance get cut? Because they were during a commercial break?
Well,
okay, I forget who it was.
It was on night two.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Doyle. It's part of the pageantry of the show, especially with WrestleMania. Just as much as the shows themselves, we look forward to seeing. Okay, WrestleMania, what type of special entrances are people going to have? What type of special outfits are people going to wear? That WrestleMania exclusive fit that you've been working on probably for the last, 2 or 3 months or whatever. So, I mean, that is part of it. And yeah, that stuff I don't mind.
So that sometimes skews those numbers when you say, oh, there was this much wrestling and this much other stuff.
Sure.
Again, it doesn't count to John Cena, and Bianca Belair stuff. That doesn't count towards what was wrestling, and that was something, I think.
Yeah. That was obviously a noteworthy segment. I saw a breakdown somewhere of, I think I can't remember if it was night 1 or night 2, as far as that somebody actually did break down all the time of, this amount of time was devoted to wrestling. This amount of time was devoted to other stuff and entrances, and this amount of time was ads and stuff. I can't remember exactly what it was. I have to try to find it. If I find it in this pod while we're recording, I'll bring it up. But anyway, let's move on to the third match on the card, which was the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, featuring the champions, the Irresistible Forces of Nia Jax and Lash Legend, defending against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. the team of Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, and Brie Bella with Nikki Bella, who was unable to compete because she's old and ankle injuries don't heal as fast as they used to.
Did you say she's old?
She had surgery.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I'll give her credit. She looks great.
Yeah, she looks great for her age. What are you talking about old? This guy, she's 42,
Okay.
bro.
Old and ugly aren't synonyms.
Oh my god, this guy. We're gonna have problems. Keep going.
She's old and stuff don't heal as fast as it used to. I'm in my 40s. I know.
I know, that's true, though. I hurt myself getting out of bed.
Yeah, it doesn't get better.
Exactly. So since Nikki Bella was unable to compete, they had to call in an old friend. And this was probably our first huge pop of the night. And that was the
Huge
return
pop.
of Paige.
Speaking of
Leslie.
age, she's only 33. She seems like she has been around for fucking ever.
She's younger than most of the women on the roster. She's younger than Becky.
Yeah.
She's younger than Charlotte. She's younger than Bayley. Like, damn. It's it's like when you find a car with really low miles on it. You're like, oh, damn, this thing got a lot of life left on it. You know? Oh, I put it in storage because it was injured it got a flat tire back in 2017.
I don't know how much, you talk about, it's got a lot of life left in it. Well, with her neck injury.
We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. I mean, she passed, the medical team cleared her, which is...
This promise
was the hardest thing for her. She couldn't get that cleared ever when she stopped wrestling in 2017. She went from 2017 to 2022 with the company, could never get greenlit. Same thing with Daniel Bryan and Edge. They never could get greenlit by the medical team. But as soon as they go over to a different company,
technology.
And technology and time and, but I mean, yeah.
But nevertheless, yeah, she may be 33, but we know that she's probably still has more years behind her than she does ahead of her, just by the nature of a neck injury. That just naturally takes years off of your career,
right?
So it's not. I don't think she's going to be like 32 or 33 now. She's going to be wrestling till she's like 45 or 46. I'd be shocked if we got Paige for another 10, 15 years in WWE.
Yeah.
But either way, she's back. Huge pop. Good for her. The match itself was serviceable. Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, I really liked their outfits coming out. Obviously, Alexa paying homage to Bray Wyatt with the Firefly on the on the video screen behind her, and she had like kind of the Firefly moth type look in her wings, whereas Charlotte was the exact opposite. Completely glammed up with like a regular butterfly with her wings, absolutely huge wings too. So I like their look. Bayley and Lyra Valkyria finally matched for once. Nia Jackson, Lash Legend, did a nice homage to Demolition with their look. So I did like how the ladies came through with the looks for the during their entrances. Of course, the match itself, again, like I said, it was okay. Wasn't really nothing to write home about. Paige looked good in the ring. She didn't show any real signs of rust or anything like that.
She looked better than she looked in AEW, I thought. She looked not good in AEW, despite being their champion for a little while. But she looked all right. I mean, in as much as this match was a total clusterfuck.
Right.
She looked better than I expected her to look. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. And yet, much to the surprise of, I'm pretty sure all of us, because I don't think any of us picked this, Brie Bella and Paige won and are our new tag team champions.
Well,
I picked the Bellas.
Yeah.
I think that was an obvious pick. Like when we thought Nikki was in.
You said the Bellas if Nikki wrestled, right?
Yeah, because I at the point, like I didn't really see the reason why they would just, I don't know. I guess they're going to stick to their plan, regardless of Nikki being injured. They're going to stick to the plan. Like we're planning on putting the titles on Brie and fucking whoever, but I'm sure they're gonna I'm trying to think of a heel.
When we recorded last, we were all under the impression that they were going to put the Kabukis in there if Nikki couldn't go.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Is
obviously didn't end up happening.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think it had been announced yet that Paige had re-signed with WWE.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't announced; it was leaked.
yeah. It was like a day or two before the pay-per-view, and
I think it was Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like soon as Nikki came out with crutches, it's like I knew right. You knew right away. It's like, oh, okay, it's Paige.
Well, everybody
right?
knew.
You
heard the crowd pop as soon as she said, "I had to call in an old friend." The crowd immediately popped before Paige's music even hit.
People had Paige signs. People had back Paige signs.
I thought Eve Marie was coming back.
I'll be honest. When I saw like the various pages on Facebook talking about Paige like signing with WWE, I thought it was like a hoax. Because like the few days before pay-per-views, like a lot of misinformation gets put out there that doesn't come to fruition when you actually watch the PLE. And I was one of those people that immediately just dismissed anything having to do with Paige. I'm like, she seemed, pretty content with AEW. Plus, the last I heard, she was doing like some kind of, I think, OnlyFans venture, but I guess that didn't pan. Wayne and Doyle took the Bellas, obviously with the stipulation of Nikki being healthy. Dre did take the Irresistible Force, and I took Charlotte and Alexa. Co-pilot also took the Bellas.
I hate to be a stickler about the rules, but I have a rules problem with this match. Now, triple threat matches, if we all know, are DQ, right? Or no DQ, rather. I assume that extends to a fatal four-way match, correct?
Yeah.
Then why do we need to tag in and out of this match? And why is there all four of them in there or what? Like, it was just like it should have been like a tornado tag or something like that.
Isn't that kind of what they said it was going to be? Like, it was like pseudo tornado tag rules where one member from each team would be legal at all times.
Yeah, but at tornado, I think anybody can tag themselves in at any time. So, like, if you get caught, if somebody gets you in a corner, boom, the person on the outside can tag themselves into the match.
Right.
Like, even though they're on a different team.
But yeah, you're right. It made no sense for them to be like, one person from each team is legal at all times. Yeah. But there's no DQ, so what the fuck reason does anybody have to sit on the rope and wait for a tag? Just run in there. What the hell is the ref going to do?
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it just seemed like this match, they only were given 7 minutes, roughly. Like, it says 8 minutes and 33 seconds. They did, yeah, and it kind of forced them to everybody have to quickly go in there, do your spot, get out. Get in there, do your spot, get out. That was it. I mean, just so we can put the titles on Brie and Paige. So I want to see what heel team goes up against them. I mean, probably Nia and Lash Legend are going to go back.
What are they? Because the Bellas were kind of heels.
Who's to say they are heels?
They're transfacial.
Playing face. Paige is obviously a face.
Well,
but then Nikki was using the crutch as a weapon. That's heel shit. So what the hell are they? What are they even supposed to be?
It depends what town they're in and what football team has. You know? I don't fucking know. I'm quite confused myself, Doyle. I think the idea was for them to be heels, but then when Nikki got hurt, I think they decided we're going to stay faces. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. But
I guess we will.
Yay. Moving along.
All right. Moving on. Match number 4. The Women's Intercontinental Championship match. Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee. And AJ Lee lost. So Becky Lynch is now, in very quick order, a 3-time Women's Intercontinental Champion. Let's see. And this match only went on.
The title's only been around 18 months. 3 times.
And this match went on for 8 minutes and 15 seconds. And this wasn't a bad match at all.
No, it didn't.
Actually, I think out of the encounters that Becky Lynch and AJ Lee have had, this was probably their best match. But it was so damn short. Yeah, but it was so damn short. This match could have easily been so much better if they would have just given them like 5 more minutes to work with. Just to let things breathe a little bit more, so they can draw things out a little bit more, as opposed to it felt rushed. Like they were just quickly just running through things spot to 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 get to the finish because they were under such short time constraints. That's really my only. I thought it was cute AJ having the girls come out skipping along with her. Although I will admit, with that long ass ramp, the whole time I was just sitting there praying to myself, please don't let one of these kids trip. Please don't let one of these kids trip. Please don't let one of these kids trip.
See, that's where you and I differ.
Oh man, yeah, that is true. Yeah, there's a segment later with Danhausen. I was like, oh man, wouldn't it be funny if they all tripped? But we'll talk about that.
Trip and fall all day.
Well, then Becky had Milli Vanilli play her out. That guy, lip synced her. That's it. The part where she talks at the beginning, he lip synced. It's like,
yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
I was like, I wonder if Doyle likes this entrance. You know? I was like, he's probably rocking out right now, jumping on the couch. Yeah, live. I think at WrestleMania 40 we had Rhea get played in, right, by her band.
Yeah, by Motionless in White.
Yeah.
Shout out Scranton, PA. Motionless in White. Whoop whoop.
God, no shout outs on my podcast.
I think Becky's band is from Philly also.
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't. Her music's trash, so I don't listen to it. I don't know. I don't know nothing about them.
Haters.
No,
yeah,
just
I don't think that. I'm kind of glad that this is hopefully the end of this feud finally.
Yes.
I don't think they have great chemistry. But I agree that this is probably their best match. I like that they're continuing the Jessica Carr stuff. I just want to know for what. Like, are we going to get this match or not? Like, and then, but even what does that do? Why elevate a referee? And then is she going to be a wrestler, or is she going to go back to being a referee? That's kind of weird. I don't know. But I think we finally can do some stuff with the Intercontinental title now that it's no longer on a part-time. I think there's tons of people for Becky to fight and feud with. So it'd be interesting to see where they go with that. I would like to see Bayley get a fucking win. I've been begging for Bayley to get a win. So I wouldn't mind seeing her ultimately taking that title off of Becky. She hasn't held it yet, I don't think, right?
Bayley, no.
No, that's the one. That's the one that's gotten away from her.
So, yeah, well, it's only been around for 18 months, and Becky's had it 3 times. So, but yeah, I think there's a lot of fresh directions to go for Becky finally. Now we're done with this nonsense, and hopefully AJ goes away and doesn't come back.
Yeah, I mean, there's potential for a lot of stuff involving these women. If just to kind of tie the third match and the fourth match all together, because one thing to touch on is that after WrestleMania, there was a picture that was taken backstage between a certain 4 women of Brie and Nikki Bella and Paige and AJ Lee taking a picture, holding up the 4.
The original 4 horsewomen, yeah.
To which Bayley promptly clapped back and said, in all caps, ain't nobody never, or she said, I ain't never heard nobody call y'all the 4 horsewomen.
It's true. And granted they are the 4 women from that era, that we'll say the Divas era, the Divas butterfly title era.
They are the 4 most prominent women from that era, sure.
Exactly.
But horsewomen, they are not.
No.
Okay, hold on. The closing of the Divas era into what we know now as the women's division.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But all I'm saying is, like I said in our Discord, There's a storyline there if they want to pursue it.
Maybe for War Games.
Yeah, but like, okay, so we don't have Sasha Banks, so what? Plug in Alexa Bliss, right? Problem solved.
Yeah, you plug in Alexa.
Plug in Alexa Bliss.
I mean,
problem
she's
solved.
kind of been like the fifth horsewoman for years, anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right, dude. Build it. Let's build it to War Games. Oh man, I'm so excited. It's the horsewomen versus the horsewomen.
Yep.
Well, it could be like an El Grande Americano thing. You have, your pseudo horsewomen versus your original horsewomen. However you want to perceive those teams.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see where the hell that goes. But that's where AJ.
And if you really want to feel spicy, you go grab Trish, Lita, Mickie James, and somebody else.
Ooh, three-way War Games?
Victoria. There you go.
I was thinking Victoria.
Yeah.
Throw them up in there.
Beth Phoenix, maybe. Yeah.
Him like let him walk out there like all y'all bitches can bow down.
Actually, hold on, never mind. I was about to say something. I will shut up because.
As for the match, gentlemen, Tyler, who picked? What was the predictions for that match? Who predicted what?
I'm gonna say just real quick because there was a match that we skipped over as far as predictions. Everybody guessed the Jacob Fatu match correctly.
Yeah.
So coming back to this one, let me see. Wayne and Doyle called it correctly. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry, Dre did as well.
What happened?
Yeah, that Becky would win. Myself and Co-Pilot got it wrong.
Oh, Co-Pilot. Damn, Co-Pilot got it wrong.
Yep.
Damn, you dumb fuck.
That's the second one that Co-Pilot got it wrong. Out of these first 4 matches.
All right.
Still artificial, not as intelligent.
That's the name of my autobiography. How'd you know? Anyway,
let's move on to the next match.
Yep.
Shall we?
Yep. I guess we're done with this. We can move on. Match number 5: Gunther versus Seth Rollins, and a one-on-one match. Just because motherfuckers don't like each other.
Oh, God. Yeah. But it was... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, this was probably the first genuinely good match we got on the card. Not saying that the other matches were terrible, but the other matches all left something... They left something on the table. Whether it was Becky Lynch and AJ Lee just not having enough time, the Jacob and Drew match being underwhelming, the tag team match just being a mess, and the first match just not mattering. This was the first match that, in my opinion, was truly a genuinely good match. Like, Gunther and Seth Rollins, they was cooking in that ring. I like the fact that Seth Rollins was employing the psychology of pretty much whatever you do to me, Gunther, I'm going to do right back to you. And see how you like it. But ultimately, Gunther did get the win when a returning Braun Breaker ran a 4-4-40 down that long-ass ramp and speared Seth Rollins to hell.
Jeez.
Speaking of neck injuries, he's going to get one if he keeps doing this shit, right?
I said he need to dial that thing back.
Yeah, he just launches himself head first. Like, he's going to land wrong one of these days, and it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking guy just came back, and he might be under concussion protocol already.
Oh,
He's only been back for like 24 hours or some shit.
Not even.
Yeah.
Well, concussion protocol isn't that bad. That's maybe a week or two. He won't miss any match or any ring time with concussion protocol.
Still, man,
it'd be different if he did this right before Backlash or something.
Man, I don't know, man.
Backlash has been like 2 weeks.
If you broke your fucking finger at work, stick it in the machine, and then you're gone for like 2 months, and you come back and day 1 you stick it back in the fucking machine, and you don't quite break it, but ow! Oh yeah, that's right.
You clearly didn't learn the first time.
Yeah, Come on, man. Dial it back. You're right, guys. Dial it back. But don't get me wrong. That was
vicious.
My favorite part about the whole fucking ramp. Because if there was only one good thing about that long-ass ramp, it was that fucking shot they did overhead when he turned around and ran that fucking thing. But the initial first...
Seth Rollins the second
time. Oh, my God. Yes. Well, that he would have died. He would have gone. He would have gone further than Titus O'Neil would have gone under that ring. He would have came out the other fucking side.
That's because between his launch and actual contact, like he doesn't have any way to direction himself.
No, like when
it's
one thing
all in that last step.
I will say about Braun Breaker is when he does that spear, he flies. Yeah. He literally flies. His feet leave the ground and he flies, dude. Yeah. And he just takes anything out in his fucking way.
But that last step, he's leaving on, like, that determines his trajectory. And he was in such a sprint, like such a quick sprint that you don't have any direction off that last foot.
No,
it's freestyle.
That's You're exactly right. It's hard for him to really line up his shot when he's going from a full sprint into a launch.
Yeah,
he can't dial it back at the last second to aim himself, because that takes away the impact. It takes away the energy of the move. But it's part of it. I don't want to fully blame Braun Breaker for it. Part of it, I think, is also on the person taking the spear.
Yeah,
they should understand. In my opinion, they should understand. He's coming full speed and launching, and they should get themselves in position to properly take it and catch him or whatever they have to do to make sure that the spot looks good. But how are you supposed
to know where he's coming from? He doesn't know where he's going.
Well, he's going in a straight line. Running at that speed, pretty much all he's doing is in a straight line.
And when you watch the drone,
position themselves in his trajectory.
This is a major penalty in the NFL.
So what?
But wait.
I said, there's a reason this is a major penalty in the NFL doing that.
Not true.
Jumping head first, launching yourself. Like, he's gonna kill himself doing this. Every time he does it, I cringe.
Oh yeah. I mean, on that part, you're definitely right. Like I said, he does need to find a way to dial it back while still having some level of impact. Like, there's a reason why the spear over the years doesn't look anywhere near as vicious as it used to back in the day. Like,
well, that's what led to Edge's problems, isn't it? Him doing that spear over and over and over and over.
Yeah, Edge's spear, he had to dial it back to where it was less of the spear that he used to do and just more of kind of a grab, hug, and down. Goldberg's spear, doesn't hit like it used to, or didn't hit like it used to in the later years. Rhino's gore, which to me was still the best of them all, but
great.
If there's like nobody like Roman's spear isn't like Rhino's gore. Nobody's spear is like what those three did back. Is like nothing like what Edge, Goldberg, and Rhino did back in the day.
But I think a part of it too is the difference between like early day spears and today's spears is like, yes, they're dialed back some. But a lot of the neck injuries also came from high-stakes ladder matches that happened almost constantly, continual headshots from chairs. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of downward pressure coming down when you're taking a chair shot. That all that recoil in your neck from the sudden impact.
You know what else, Tyler, is a crazy spear? Britney Spears right now.
Yeah, apparently she did it again.
I haven't said anything in a while. Anyway, hey, let's dial it back to the match. Gunther, Seth Rollins, I'd like to talk about that for a second. 17 minutes, but they made the best of that fucking 17 minutes. It was go, 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 go.
Yeah, I'll give
Seth
him that.
Took a hell of a beating with the slapping, man, and being able to reverse out of, the sleeper hold multiple times. I really thought before Breaker got involved, like, maybe Seth might have this. I mean, they really had me believe him. But, taking advantage of it, fucking choked his ass out. And you know what? With Breaker interfering, it does make Seth still look strong, even though he lost. And Gunther got this win, and he can move along. Like, that's a big win for him.
Yeah.
He's got a W over fucking Seth Rollins. He didn't retire his ass, but he's got a W. So Gunther's looking pretty fucking good. Out of the guys he's been putting away and, getting a match with Rollins, just getting that W under his belt, that notch of like, yeah, beat Seth Rollins. I'm telling you, man.
He wasn't a dinosaur to get it.
No, I'm telling you, like they're building Gunther up for something big.
I think what I was impressed with was
of course they are, but the thing is when. Go ahead.
As I said, the one thing I was impressed with was Gunther's thing is the chop, and Seth was able to. I saw a still of what I would assume was like a slow motion footage to see the impact of Seth's hand and the ripple on Gunther's chest from the impact. Like he was giving it just as good as he was receiving. Those chops aren't that's one thing that's definitely not faked. When wrestling is fake, fuck out of here. That was real. You can slow it down and watch it. So I was impressed with that.
Well, I mean, you're right though, Dre. This was like when things really started to pick up. I started getting pretty excited. I was getting a little bit more hyped. I didn't care who won in this match. To be honest, I was pretty excited no matter what. Two wrestlers I like, fucking going at it. That's all it was. It was just two good wrestlers giving us a good fucking match. No story, just fucking good old fashioned wrestling.
Despite the fact that it was thrown together.
Did all of us pick Gunther to win this match?
All of y'all except for me.
Tyler, what is going on, man?
Listen.
You know what? I think Tyler is trying to create his own losing streak at WrestleMania.
This is my first one, all right? This is my first one. Man. I gotta get a feel for it. I'm telling you, next year I'm wiping the floor with everybody.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on this one?
No, I'm good.
All right, let's keep it moving. Match number 6. The Women's World Championship match with La Primera, Stephanie Vaquer, defending against Liv Morgan. And what was shockingly and almost disrespectfully the shortest women's match of the night. Shortest women's match of the whole show was one of the world title matches at 6 minutes and 51 seconds. Liv Morgan defeated Stephanie Vaquer. That was... And it wasn't a bad match. Like, they were... The one match, amongst all the women's feuds especially, the one match that had genuine heat going into it, that had genuine energy going into it with how hard these two have been going at each other. I mean, from Stephanie Vaquer just knocking the living shit out of Liv Morgan into Roxanne Perez and just, busting her face all up for the last 2 weeks going into WrestleMania. So them attacking each other left and right. Liv Morgan having the absolute masterful rage eyes when she was talking about she would kill, Vaquer. Talking about each other's mamas. Vaquer, talking shit about Liv, making her walk off set crying. Like, this was one of the most well-built up feuds going into this. And you gave them less than 7 minutes for the match. What the absolute fuck?
Ad revenue.
Well, I mean, the Dirts are saying that they're both, really banged up, which is part of the reason that the match was so quick. But in that case, I know you want to do it. I know you want to coronate Liv at WrestleMania, but just put it off till Backlash. You know what I mean? Give us a good match for that title instead of this fucking 7 minute. It was over before.
Well, it's kind of hard for them to put it off to Backlash because remember, Liv Morgan this match happened because Liv won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, well, I get it, but if they both are injured, you know what I mean? I don't know. Why are you getting them more injured by putting them out there? And then
Doyle,
this terrible match.
Well, Doyle, I know this might be kind of funny because it's weird because last night Liv had a match that was 11 minutes long, roughly, and guess who it was against?
The Sol Ruka.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was against Sol. I know
that damn banged up.
Yeah, she had a match with Sol Ruka. That's what I thought. I was like, okay, well, if she was really trying to ease off, maybe they could have had Roxanne Perez maybe fight Sol Ruca, Raquel. No, instead, it took 7 minutes and 3 women to beat Stephanie. That's what it took.
I don't know. I don't put much investment in Stephanie Vaquer being injured in like any sort of way that this match was shortened. It seemed obvious to me that Liv maybe partied a little hard on the weekend. You know, Coachella, and then maybe, I don't know if she pre-gamed before her match, but she did not look as well as she has looked the past, couple months, doing like all these promos and leading up to this match. And I put more stock in like them cutting it back on her in favor of preserving her than both of them being some kind of equally injured to a degree or whatever. I just don't buy that they were both that banged up that this match had to be shortened. One of them.
I hear what you're saying. My only retort to that is that if Liv Morgan was out of sorts due to some sort of behavioral issues, I don't think they would have booked her to win.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think she would have shown up to the show and Triple H would have looked at her and been like, are you high as a fucking kite right now, or are you out of it? All right, you know what? Changing the finish. We're keeping the title on Vaquer. Like, even if Liv Morgan is one of their top stars and all that stuff, I just can't. I can't see him rewarding that type of behavior. Right. I could be wrong, but I just think this was, maybe they were banged up a little bit. I mean, maybe if Liv was still dealing with maybe some effects from getting clocked, even if she was like, maybe she's like medically cleared enough to have the match, but like still not 100%. And Stephanie Vaquer, she could be, I mean, there's a difference between being banged up and being injured.
Right.
And she could be, they could both be banged up and still capable of working. Obviously, because Liv worked a longer match on Raw this past Monday. And didn't Stephanie Vaquer come out during that
at the end of the match
and participate? So clearly they're both still good enough to go. I just don't know what the valid explanation would be for this being so short, other than, hey, we got more commercials we got to get in here, so we got to cut time.
I didn't agree. But
like every other match was short.
Yeah,
it's like I could get
true.
If Jacob and Drew or something had gone 10 minutes over or something, but that didn't happen. You hear about matches getting cut short because something else went over, but nothing went over. Nothing was long here.
Yeah, if anything, some of the stuff was under. Like, I honestly, I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning was for this being 7 minutes. This is why they need to bring back fucking the post Mania press conferences and shit, which we know they're never going to do again because Triple H ain't trying to answer them questions no more.
So why? Because.
That being said, I will say, as much as everybody hates it, I think Liv Morgan performing her terrible song as her entrance was WrestleMania worthy. I think that was a WrestleMania worthy entrance from her.
Well, is that why the match was so short? Because she wasted all her energy doing a live music video before the match?
Oh my god, yeah, that was a weird entrance. Very
cringy?
Maybe a little cringy. Maybe a little.
If anything, I thought it was a little promiscuous for an ESPN audience.
That's what I was
thinking.
Maybe
not a WWE audience, but for ESPN, I was definitely watching thinking, this is a little risque for
to be on ESPN.
I mean, it wasn't on live
that
TV.
Point you are behind the paywall.
Yeah, like some idiots out there that bought the ESPN Plus app. Jeez, morons.
Yeah, but there's still ESPN. Imagine there's still like, especially with Cody being on night one, there's probably parents there with their kids and shit. And Liv Morgan's just
full on had his whole face in her crotch for sure.
Right, and Liv Morgan's just getting felt up all the way down the ramp and shit.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So cringe. I don't know if anybody's interested, but everybody picked Liv except for me.
Damn, Tyler, the streak continues.
Listen, the numbers at the end are astounding.
And you're already surpassing Bianca Belair's streak, you know. You're going to creep up on the Undertaker streak real soon.
No. Yeah. I will redeem.
Yeah.
Hey, any other thoughts on this?
No.
All right. Well, see, we're making good time running through night one, so let's wrap it on up with the main event of Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton for the WWE. Oh, no, wait, before. Oh, you're right. Let me back it up. Before we get to the main event, we did have John Cena have to come out and announce the attendance for the night, which was 50,000 something 16 whatever. And then the moment I was waiting for or was hoping for, Bianca Belair came back. That music hit. She got a huge pop. I was happy for it. I seen her coming out now. I'm like, nice. What the fuck she coming out here for though? All types of scenarios running through my head. Like, is she about to announce she's challenging for somebody, or is she just here to say she's back and we'll see her at something or whatever? But then I kind of saw, like, I noticed that she obviously had the blue robe with the roses, which was, you know, kind of a play on what she did last year where it was all red. But I noticed it was kind of, she was fully covered, and I was like, hold up. Man, she better not. And sure enough, when she said, think you need to add one more to the attendance, and she pulled it down to reveal Bianca Belair is pregnant. Expecting a baby.
Damn, Ford.
Mm-hmm.
First things first, congratulations to Bianca. Congratulations to Montez. I watched the reality show they had, so I know how much Montez really wanted to have a baby with her. How much, and really was Bianca was the holdup all the time because she wanted to put her career first, and she wasn't sure how to manage, you know, motherhood along with being a superstar and all of that stuff. So she kind of wanted to focus on that, especially because she was hot at the time and really had a good run going, which obviously was derailed with the finger injury she's had for the last year. She did it.
That finger was taped up. Did you notice that?
Yes, I mean she's still rehabbing it.
Yeah,
and all that.
But something's still going on there. Yeah.
Well, it's been rehab. She did get surgery. A few months ago? Maybe not a few months. Maybe like a month or two ago. She did get surgery, and she did show video of rehabbing it and working on getting the mobility back. Like, apparently, it's really painful. The one video I saw, she was the physical therapist was like
the PT,
it was manually bending it, and you could see how much pain she was in, and then they were having her do it herself and all that stuff. So, I mean, it's a process that's going to take time, which she will now clearly have plenty of, as she is, you know, will be clearly probably out for the rest of this year, obviously with the pregnancy. So congratulations to them, happy for them, but also fuck you, Montez Ford, goddammit. This is now 2 years without Bianca Belair in WWE.
Congratulations.
Sucks, but I'm happy for her.
She'll be back at some point.
I know, she'll be back. I mean, based upon how much she was showing there, I would imagine, I don't know how far along she would be, but maybe she's probably still in her first trimester, maybe starting to enter, maybe the second.
Yeah, I'd say she's mid to late first trimester at a minimum.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. And still had abs showing.
Yep.
Even with the pregnancy. But, yep. Naomi need to hurry up and come back.
Has that kid been born yet? I mean, It's going to be any day now, right?
Yeah, I'm about to say that she had to spit that baby out by now.
It seems like years ago.
Because that was what, August, right? When she when she announced her it was around SummerSlam
Ooh,
time.
I think it's gonna be a Backlash baby.
A Backlash baby.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a WrestleMania baby, Dre. I think it's gonna be a Backlash baby. Ooh, let's hope it's not an NXT baby pay-per-view.
We'll see.
Oh, no.
You think
August
WrestleMania,
18th. So yeah, August 18th, she announced she was expecting her first child. So, and we're in April now. So that is... Yeah, she should be due soon.
Damn.
We're 8 months in now.
So what I'm reading right here right now is based on reports from March 2026. WWE superstar Naomi and her husband Jimmy Uso welcomed their first child, a baby boy, around that time. The arrival, based on social media updates, indicated that the birth occurred sometime in March, but no specific date is known as of this time.
I could see that.
way too early.
Depends on how far along she was when she...
Well, didn't she wrestle and then the next night they were like, "Oh shit, you can't go anymore. You're pregnant."
She wrestled the night before, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, which means
before she announced
which means that was extremely early.
So, the reports indicate. Oh, some reports are indicating around March 20th. The baby being born in March would put it around 7 months. Yes, premature, not impossible. Obviously there would be a lot of monitoring and probably NICU care for the baby at 7 months because it is so early. It's not, your full 9-10 month pregnancy. But what I'm reading here is that they're both healthy and doing well.
Well, either way, they will
Do you think
announce
those
it.
kids are going to main event WrestleMania 72?
With
Triple H's kids, with Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch's kid.
Oh God! Randy Orton's kids.
Randy Orton's kids. Yeah. Oh yeah, wrestling's gonna be looking pretty good in the next.
What is it? What is it called when you're born into something? Shit.
Nepotism.
Yeah, no. There's like an L word. There's an L word for it.
Wait.
Legacy.
Yeah, that's it. You're a legacy.
Yeah, like Ted DiBiase Jr.
Didn't they? Him and Cody Rhodes have a group called Legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Randy, Cody, and Ted. They were called Legacy.
Yeah.
He was there at Mania, by the way.
DiBiase?
Yeah, he was there, and Randy Orton says that he owes him $25,000.
Yeah. And then DiBiase's dad's like, "Oh, it wasn't me. You must have hit your head too many times."
I don't want to get into it, but I'm going to report two things I just saw on my phone. People are posting videos of fans bothering Royce Keys during WrestleMania when he's trying to leave. And then another one talks about TKO now has full creative control
of WWE. So they can override Triple H at any time.
Basically, man, if they want to have fucking IShowSpeed versus Logan Paul at the main event in WrestleMania, they'll get it.
That was the Mark Shapiro thing me and Doyle were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
What devil's deal happened behind closed doors that we don't know about?
It's all about the money.
You know what? There is maybe a ray of good news. Meltzer had a report today that he thinks that the Saudi deal is not going to be renewed. But that's not for another 3 years, I think.
I was going to say, so we still got a couple pay-per-views left, but that'd be great. I would love that. I mean, there's so many other places to go. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
As far as between now and then. As far as predictions on what Dre was just talking about, everybody wins.
Oh yeah, everybody easily predicted this last match.
The Bianca Belair thing.
Oh okay,
everybody wins.
Well, you know what? When she came out, I had no idea. Like I wasn't even thinking that. I was just thinking she was just wearing something really nice for WrestleMania, and I didn't think about it. And then she pulled away the outfit, and I was like, "Oh shit, awesome!" And then I was like, "Oh, that's awesome!" And then immediately went, "Oh." Because I'm pretty sure everybody had the same feeling. Happy and then sad because then we realized you're going to be gone for 9+ months.
You know what I immediately realized that nobody touched on?
What's that?
The fact that she cut her hair.
Did she?
Yeah.
Or is she just not wearing...
cut her hair, she just didn't have the braid.
She just didn't have the braid in.
Oh, wait, hold on. The braid... Are you telling me that the whole time...
Wait a second. Hold on. Before you guys destroy his fucking childhood, fucking view of this.
You mean...
Santa Claus isn't real. You mean to tell me that Hornswoggle is not Vince McMahon's illegitimate son? You mean to tell me that Mae Young didn't give birth to a hand? You mean to tell me...
All right. I get it.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is not a registered nurse.
I'm a fucking simp.
You mean to tell me...
Sex with a corpse.
Yeah, you mean to tell me that Kane and Undertaker aren't brothers? Tyler, I could go on forever.
Yeah, I know.
I have enough material. You mean...
Listen here.
You know what else is blow your mind, Tyler?
What's that?
What?
Mark Merrill, not black.
What?
Huh?
What kind of fucking fact is that? That blows my mind.
Johnny
even.
B. Bad. Johnny B. Bad. Total white guy.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Grandmaster Sexy really wasn't sexy.
But yes, Tyler. Yes, quite some time ago, mankind invented this thing called weave. And women have been using it for the longest. Purposes.
Listen, from her debut, I
know it to leave welts all over her opponent.
Now, to be fair, Tyler, to be fair, Tyler is a bald man. I don't know if that has any play in it, but to be fair, I could understand why that man has no interest in any hair products of anything, of any kind. I've seen this man walk right past his shampoo.
No, this is true. I do use a bar of Dial as shampoo. That's my shampoo, a bar of Dial antibacterial. And it works wonders for my scalp, by the way.
By the way, two other things I want to touch on. John Cena looks like a heel in a suit.
Oh,
he looks like a politician. He looks like a politician, man. He just... I'm not...
Man the third.
Yes, he looks like
an adult for once.
No, bring back the jorts. I want the jorts, Cena.
You know what? He could do a take on the mullet with his wardrobe. Suit up top, jorts on the bottom.
Pretty much. Ooh, one other thing I did want to bring up, we should have brought up earlier. Do you guys remember during that women's tag match, that cameraman who fucking fell? Like, I'm watching it. I see the cameraman fucking the video go down, and then they were quick enough to switch over to cameras, but you could see the cameraman getting up because I guess he tripped over Lyra.
Yeah,
but that was funny.
There's a fan angle on it.
I was like, this night just keeps getting better. That was the greatest move of that night.
Out there.
Yep, I saw it. Yeah, he completely bust his ass.
Yeah, he falls off the apron.
Well, hopefully he's all right.
All right.
Now we're ready for the main event.
Wrap up this night one.
Yes.
So, main event: Cody Rhodes defeated Randy Orton in a match for the undisputed WWE Championship. Randy Orton did come out with, well, first off, fucking Pat McAfee brought his little dumbass out there, and we'll breeze right past that because fuck him. But Randy Orton came out, took his sweet ass time walking down that long ass ramp. Nothing special about his entrance, really, other than it being preceded by Pat McAfee.
Ugh.
Cody, his entrance, he had the old Batcave thing going on with, all his various looks over the years on display with his debut.
I like
his
it,
debut
though.
set with the green with the CR.
Yeah,
They jumped to the dashing Cody Rhodes with the face mask and the hooded vest, and then the Stardust look, and then he comes up leaning in on the whole Golden Boy thing that people are talking about because his jacket was gold, and I think the mask itself was gold, the skull mask he had this time. So
yeah,
I thought it was a pretty dope entrance for him. And this match itself, it was a good match once they finally got Pat McAfee the fuck up out of there. And they were able to just go at it themselves. I thought they had a good match again. Cody was kind of being a little bit more aggressive, a little more heelish in this match, kind of leaning in on the fact that crowd wasn't fully on his side. So that was good awareness on his end, recognizing that, okay, you know what, the crowd's kind of not with me on this one. So let me heel it up a little bit, getting some dirty moves in on Randy Orton, some little heelish tactics like Randy Orton laying on the ground. He just stomps his ankle and shit like that. Then unfortunately, Pat had to fucking come back because Randy Orton RKO'd fucking Charles Robinson for no goddamn reason. Well, for a reason, he was blinded, but still, I laughed my ass off when he just looks at Charles Robinson and just fucking RKO's him. But the match still, despite everything, it didn't feel like a WrestleMania main event. Mm-hmm. It could have been a regular PLE main event, but it didn't feel like a WrestleMania main event. It felt very like the rest of night one, just kind of underwhelming.
Right.
Doyle, what thoughts do you have on this match?
Oh, I thought it was a fucking mess. I mean, they on the one hand, they took Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll off the field immediately, which was great decision. Of course, they brought McAfee back, as you said. This is just so confusing. I don't know what the hell the point of any of this was. I still have no idea what's going on. This story makes no sense. It got better near the end, and that kind of saved it. But I think you liked it a little more than I did. I thought this was just like a C-. Not main event worthy, not WrestleMania worthy. Just like that's fucking nutty. I don't know. That's 2 in a row for Cody with shitty ass WrestleMania main events. So I don't know if that's his problem with the booking or a little bit of both or what. But this is just a mess. I don't know where Cody goes from here. I guess McAfee is gone now, which I guess is good. What does Randy do? I'm just how hurt is Randy? There has to be a little there. I think this match, especially in the beginning, just seems like it was in slow motion. But yeah, did not feel WrestleMania worthy. I didn't think either. And I was surprised that Cody won. I think most of us probably picked Randy here.
I mean,
I was legitimately surprised that Cody.
I think we all picked Randy across the board, did we, Tyler?
Oh, Tyler, how would you say? What the results are there?
According to my records, only one person took Cody to win. That person in question would be Wayne. Yes.
Go fuck yourself.
Damn.
That's right.
Heavy with it.
So I was really surprised by that. I was glad to see the punt. Randy's been teasing that for a year. It was like
shit.
It was nice to see that back.
Yes, let's talk about the fucking punt. I mean, he brought it back. He brought it back in a fucking way. He's punting people in the past. I've never seen the aftermath that bad. I mean, I've seen him punt people before, but damn.
Was it that he actually made contact that hard, or was it Cody wasn't expecting it as soon as it came and then couldn't roll with it?
Well, to be fair, Cody, I don't think Cody's ever been punted by Randy Orton before. And back when Orton was punting people Cody was. I think Cody was around for that, wasn't he?
Infancy.
In Legacy?
Yeah.
I mean, so the punting's been around it just hasn't been used in a while, efficiently.
Right.
But, oh man, I mean, we got our blood. I mean, this is also that happened after the match. But as for entrances, I did enjoy Cody's. And I enjoyed I thought his outfit was fucking cool. I liked the whole look like Iron Man armor, Batman armor, and then they showed a little video vignette of that past character. I thought that was kind of cool. Randy Orton had the big ass snake wrap around, the buildings or whatever. I mean, I guess that's better than we had one year. We had the snake in the middle of the ring. I forget what year that was. What WrestleMania that was. That was awful.
Or the one where the snake followed him down the ramp and it looked like a giant fucking sperm or something.
Yeah, that one. So this one was not as bad. I feel like every year they just come up with something different, right? I mean, I just miss the days and Randy Orton would just put his arms up in the air and Pyro would just fall from the sky.
Yeah.
Just go back to that. That was simple.
Same.
Right? Yeah. But whatever, I guess all the people below him would have been like, shit! Damn it! Ow! Fuck! Well, you paid for tickets this close.
Yeah.
By the way, people with those tickets that close, you gotta think they gotta be close to death with all that pyro going off right next to their fucking heads.
Especially Jacob's. Jacob's pyro was pretty involved, wasn't it? If I remember correctly.
Jacob Fatu's entrance was pretty banging. But, like Cody's... You know what? I didn't bring it up either earlier. Seth Rollins had it too. I don't think Cody had it. Maybe he did. But Rollins' jacket, fog was coming out of it. You remember that? He had fog coming out of his jacket? The black eyes, the fog. And I saw it again. I believe it may have been Cody who had it. Was it Cody or was it somebody else who had... Somebody else had the smoking jacket later in the evening. But I thought that shit was cool. I've never seen that before. We've seen Chris Jericho with the light-up jacket. Yeah. I've never seen a smoking jacket. Shove some dry ice in your pocket.
Put out there that the New Day had been working on a smoking jacket.
Oh, really?
They were going to try to use it at WrestleMania, and then Xavier Woods got hurt, so they're not on WrestleMania. Maybe they wouldn't have been anyway. But fuck you, Rollins. And then Rollins took their idea. They were like, God damn it.
Yeah, maybe it's probably just like, here, stick all this dry ice in your pockets. Don't stick your hands in your pockets.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, as for the match, I think for me, I would have enjoyed it way more if we didn't have TKO's fucking sticky little fingers in here. Adding Jelly Roll, adding Pat McAfee, Yeah. I mean, this match, you take those two guys out, and we just have a, one-on-one with no interference. I think I would have enjoyed it way fucking better. But nope, of course not. We're not going to get that.
It should have been that way from the beginning.
The whole feud should have been this way. It was good. I actually was enjoying the feud until they inserted Pat McAfee. Then inserted Jelly Roll.
Have y'all heard about...
What's that?
Have y'all heard about what the original plan was? Well, according to reports, what the original plan was before TKO shoved Pat McAfee in there?
No, fancy me. Tell me.
I heard. May I, what I heard was Aleister Black.
Yeah.
In the Pat McAfee spot.
Right. It was originally like the voice, the person on the phone or the person in Randy Orton's head was going to be Aleister Black, manipulating him and getting in his head, and that was going to lead to a Randy Orton-Aleister Black feud.
Oh, feud, not a friendship, not an alliance.
Not necessarily an alliance. I don't think so. I think it was going to be a thing of, I guess Randy Orton trying to fight off the voices in his head or trying to fight all the person while Aleister Black is manipulating him. Maybe, had this played out down the line, Aleister Black would have won and Randy Orton would have given in to the proverbial dark side or what have you. Who knows? But that would have been way more interesting than Pat McAfee and his bullshit. They're talking about the business is bad, you receiving your business, you stupid shit. No, just have Aleister Black, who they had already spent all this time setting him up as being this manipulator backstage. He's been doing that pretty much since he came back, whether he started doing it with Ray, to Sami Zayn, and if Randy Orton was his target, and imagine how much better that would have been. He'd have been in Randy Orton's head the whole time. And then, maybe Randy, or maybe at some point, Aleister Black comes down and he convinces Randy Orton to fully give in to the dark side. And he does it and wins and gets the 15 title.
Right.
That would have been way more interesting.
I would have been hooked the whole time.
Right.
But like, yeah, I don't know. Even if you don't like, I know they planted the seeds for it. There was a backstage interaction between Randy and Alistair that was supposed to be the seeds of it, and then like you said, Dre, TKO got their fingers in it and fucked it all up. Even if you don't interject anybody into this situation, just do the Randy Orton heel turn. Have him go nostalgia Randy, and run the classics would have been perfect in and of itself. We don't need any of the extra bullshit. But I digress.
Yeah,
that's my big word for the day, by the way. Digress.
Yeah. I saw Cody on Raw the next night. Fucking eyes. God awful. God damn.
Him and his black and blue.
You know what? Man. What would you rather have? Would you rather have that or that torn pec that he had? Because they both look fucking painful.
I don't know. One, I'd rather have the torn pec because that's my vision right there.
Yeah, me too. That's pretty fucking weird, but I'd rather have the torn pec, and that torn pec looked terrible as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, baby. Wolf. Anyway, that's all I got for that, man, for the main event. I mean, it really wasn't as exciting as we all were led up to be. Maybe that's why it was on night one.
Perhaps.
Maybe if they wanted to sell more tickets, maybe they should have had that on night two and the other match on night one. But maybe that match is specifically what made that shift in ticket sales. So, I don't know. Did everybody stay awake for that one? Yeah. Was everybody able to stay awake all through the PLE night one? I was dozing off.
Hell, it ended while the sun was still up.
Well, for them, yeah. I mean, but like, I was fucking dozing off. Like, it was like, we started at 6, which I thought was kind of nice. And done, almost by 10 o'clock, roughly? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so.
It was a good time. I mean, the only thing I liked about it, like we touched on it multiple times, was like all the time taken up with ads.
And Dre, the reason why I say I was tired is because, like me and Tyler, we start work like super early in the morning. So we're up at like 4 in the morning. So it's like 10 o'clock is late for us.
Yeah, so
like,
your bedtime is earlier than mine. You probably usually go to bed around 10 o'clock or so.
Oh, yeah, that's when the Saudi PLEs come in, and I'm like, yeah, we're done at 3 p.m. This is awesome.
Yeah, so, I mean, it would make sense for that you would have been tired, but
yeah.
But also, on the subject of that, I kind of feel like that took a little bit away from the show itself. The fact that it started so early and pretty much the entirety of this show took place in daylight.
Yeah,
like even the main event, like the sun was still out. Like it didn't have it. That really kind of took away from things. Like you're used to seeing this stuff under the night lights, under the dark lights. It's But well, it
I mean,
like I said, I did find some notes about time lengths on some things. Just dealing with night one specifically. Night one had ad time of 52 minutes and 25 seconds
Jesus.
Of ads.
Wow.
The for the women's world title match, the Liv Morgan Vaquer match, their entrances was longer than the match itself.
Troy, what was the time on ads again?
For night one, 52 minutes and 25 seconds of ad time.
So there were between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Divided by 6. That's 8 minutes and close to 9 minutes of commercials between matches. If you divide it up equally, anyway. Seems a lot longer.
That is a lot of fucking ad time. Damn near an hour of ads that they made people sit through. That's crazy. Oh, well. We're done with night one, I assume?
Yeah, thank God.
All right. You want to jump straight into night two, or do we want to take a break real quick?
Yeah, let's take a little break here.
All right. Yep. Step away for a moment, and we'll come back with night two.
Yep.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sir David Attenborough. As you know, pro wrestling over the years has become incredibly overwhelming. We have Monday Night Raw at 3 hours, NXT at 2 hours, SmackDown at 2 hours, and some shit called Evolve and LFG. Let us not forget TNA and AEW. Also, then some off-the-wall start time PLE at 8 AM. Anyways, what I'm driving at is the time PCW puts in for you every day to cover all this bloody shit. So, the least you can do is head over to ProWrestlingTees.com and look up your favourite wrestling podcast and buy a goddamn shirt. You are a mark, aren't you? I'm wearing one right now. I showed some support and got some for friends and family. I can't wait for them to open their gifts and go, who the fuck is Podcast Championship Wrestling?
And we're back. You know what? Let's kick off WrestleMania Night 2, Electric Boogaloo. Take it away, Adre.
All right. So, like I said earlier, this WrestleMania was a tale of two halves. We've gotten through the crappy first half, and now we can start in night two, which was far superior across the board to night one, as far as I'm concerned. And that superiority started with the very first match, Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. Probably the most anticipated match on this whole damn card. And this match, also the most anticipated, also the shortest. And that's because Obafemi whooped Brock Lesnar's ass. With quickness. Oh, yeah. Obafemi came out there and put it down quickly. He had the entire arena rocking. Chanting the Oba, all of that, doing the walk, all of that. I mean, the match was over with the quickness. Like I said, they collar elbow tie up, push, collar elbow tie up, push him again. Anything Brock threw at him, Oba pretty much shook it off. I mean, Brock hit him with the F5. Oba didn't even stay down long enough for him to try to pin him.
Wait, hold on. He actually managed to get an F5 off?
Yeah. Brock hit an F5 on Oba, and Oba was immediately back up on one knee. And
yeah, I do recall that. He was getting back up. Because I was like, oh, man. Because Braun Strowman has done that before, too. He's just taken a fucking F5 or a suplex and has gotten right back up.
Yeah, I mean, Brock did get some offense in. He got a couple of Germans in on Oba, and like I said, he hit the F5, which, like I said, Oba immediately got up from, and Brock Lesnar with a choke slam, picked him up, powerbomb, fall from grace, 1, 2, 3, it's a wrap. Oba with the win, which I was very happy for. I'm thankful that they did not try to play in our face and pull some shit with Lesnar getting the win and trying to play with us about Oba. So glad that didn't happen. But it's what happened afterwards that got everybody talking, because match is over. Oba exits the ring, makes his way up the ramp. Brock Lesnar still laid out in the ring. But then he gets up, sitting in the ring, looking very emotional, then proceeds to take off his gloves, set them down in the ring, and take off his boots, set them down in the ring. Which point everybody starts to realize Brock Lesnar is retiring in front of us. He even throws up a little X sign, which is traditionally used to signify when some wrestler is legitimately injured or whatever, but many have speculated that Brock put this up to signify that this isn't kayfabe or anything of that nature. He shares a very emotional moment with Paul Heyman where they embrace, and you can tell both of them are crying, and fans begin to chant, "Thank you, Brock," and he makes his exit up the ramp, and it would appear, and I'm going to stress, it would appear that Brock Lesnar has retired. Me personally, I'm still on the fence about it. I still don't fully believe it. Until I hear something official from either WWE or Brock Lesnar himself, of which we have heard neither.
Bubkus.
So until then, I am reserving judgment. We didn't get anything the following Monday on Raw either. They played a little video thing, but again, that is still not an official announcement. So until I hear something official, or if SummerSlam comes and goes without a Lesnar match, then I'll believe it. But until then, I'm still playing the waiting game. But what were y'all's thoughts on this?
I totally echo your sentiments. Yeah, it was exactly what it needed to be. There was no point, and we've complained a lot about match length. This one did not need to be any longer than it was. Yeah, I mean, I was terrified that they wouldn't do it, but they made the right call. And that's why you have Lesnar beat the Undertaker's streak, however long ago that was. 10 years ago, 8 years ago, whatever. So that the guy that beats Lesnar means that much more. So that finally pays that off, And where was any of this emotion out of Brock Lesnar for the last 23, 25, however long he's been in our lives, years? Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ, we've never seen this kind of emotion out of that guy. He's been a fucking stone wall. You know what I mean? It was just like, who is this guy that's sobbing in the ring? So I found that kind of interesting. Where was this emotion out of this guy all this time?
Lesnar cried. Give that man an Emmy.
Insert right? Paul Heyman, introduction. He's the Beast, the Conqueror, all that. But it was kind of jarring in a way to see that, because this man has radiated an aura, to Doyle's credit, for 20 some odd years of just pure power and brutality, and to see that was like, whoa, what the hell? That, and then like you said, Dre, with the X, really drove it home that it was a legit thing.
Yeah. I mean, I was so excited for this match. I was really hyped. And the fact that this kicked off night 2 after the shit that we had for night 1, the shit sandwich. This felt so much better. Just the overall feeling in the arena. Everybody felt like they were so hyped for this match, But this is the one that they gave away for free, right? For the first hour?
Yeah.
They did it on night 2 as well.
This is in the first hour on main ESPN.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That we got this match and not, in a main event of any kind. There wasn't a huge story build up to it. It was just every week, just beat the shit out of each other, and we just wanted to see more of it, And yeah, it was like the shortest match on the card, but it was like one of the most fun, I would say, matches. I mean,
I wouldn't say that this didn't have a huge story build up. I mean, a match like this, for one, a match like this kind of didn't need that much build up.
Right.
But it did have some of the most talked about moments.
Yeah.
Let's not, because you know how we remember how viral that moment went when Oba came in the ring and the power bombed Lesnar and stood there with his foot on his chest. Like from that moment, then it was all gas no brakes to steal from Jacob Fatu.
But I have a question.
That was all the hype we needed. This is the one. A lot of people were saying like going into WrestleMania, this was one of the few matches that felt like a WrestleMania match. That really felt going into it like it was a WrestleMania caliber match, like the type of match we expect to see at WrestleMania.
Question for the class. So whether it's known ahead of time that this is Lesnar's last match, or in hindsight looking back on it now, if it wasn't known, and that's like the match that he goes out on, is it a disappointing match, like Bill Goldberg level disappointing, or are we satisfied that that's his last? I mean, yes, he is putting somebody over for the future of the company. But as like
he didn't just put him over. He made him look like $1 million.
Yeah, right. He sold his ass off for Boba Fett.
Yeah. So then we're happy with it, even though it was a short match.
No,
they did exactly what they needed to do.
Yeah, they did everything that we needed to do. I was entertained for bell to bell,
Okay.
And part of me was like, damn, I would love to see round 2, but we won't get it. You know what? When Brock took all that stuff off and he laid all that stuff in the ring, I was under the impression that he's on his road to being fully retired. I don't think he really is, because maybe this is his last WrestleMania, but I think we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Good.
And we've seen Undertaker take the boots off and the gloves off at WrestleMania and then not retire.
Yeah. I mean, shit, man.
I mean, there was a couple titimes he should have.
Yeah, shit. Like, it's
that Roman Reigns match.
Sometimes some guys just never stay fucking retired. Yeah. Sometimes either the money calls you back or the crowd. But, I mean, let's not forget that SummerSlam is in Minnesota.
True.
Right? And
right.
Gunther has a favor from Paul Heyman still. And, I could see somebody holding Paul Heyman hostage until he gets what he wants. And that's...
But I don't know. I think Gunther made it clear on Monday yesterday that his intention was World Heavyweight Champion.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah, that is now with SummerSlam's. We got time.
That can be.
That
might be his intention.
Yeah,
and
he might hold on to that favor.
Yeah, he can have that. Yeah, but that favor ain't gonna do shit for him for the World Heavyweight Champion, because Roman ain't got shit to do with Paul no more.
Yeah, Paul can't do anything for him.
Yeah, Paul can't make that match happen. But
right.
We can still get Gunther and Roman. It doesn't have to happen at SummerSlam. It may happen at SummerSlam. May not be favor related if Brock Lesnar really is retired.
Yeah.
Or we may get that match beforehand. We may get Roman versus Gunther at like Money in the Bank or something like that.
Yeah.
Or some other show between now and then.
Yeah. And you know what? Like I did say, because this is one of the predictions I did get wrong, because I was thinking to myself, okay, if Oba beats Brock, like where do you go from here? I mean, like you have to go world title, right? And like we saw, he spoke some words this Monday about the world title. So at some point, that could be in his.
And Roman
direction.
Responded.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, obviously, clearly that's probably going to happen at some point. It's just a matter of when. I mean, it doesn't have to be immediate. It doesn't necessarily have to be fast tracked. I mean, if it were me, I would follow the same course that they did with Brock Lesnar during his debut run in 2002 after WrestleMania 18. I would have a King of the Ring tournament to determine who faces the champion at SummerSlam, I would have Obafemi very obviously win that. Where he gets his match against at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have Obafemi versus Roman Reigns main event my SummerSlam, and Oba would become champion at SummerSlam. That's me if I'm booking it. We'll see what actually happens.
Yeah, I guess.
So I think right now, especially since both of them took shots at each other, all that did was whet everybody's appetite. Everybody's going to want to see it. And you know, the moment those two go face to face in a ring, not necessarily in a match, but just the moment those two are in the ring at the same time looking at each other, whatever city that crowd is in, that crowd is going to go fucking ape shit.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
I think that is probably the biggest match WWE can book right now.
It's just getting there.
Yeah. It's not really getting there. It's just buying time till SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, the easiest way to do it is King of the Ring. I mean, you can keep Roman Reigns occupied if he's really going to be full time as has been speculated between now and SummerSlam. Then yeah, you could easily do that. Obviously, he'll be mixed up in, this feud or that in the third. It's more so, what do you do with Oba between now and then, outside of some King of the Ring or something to ensure that he is, he does get that match. That's probably the more challenging thing is, who do you throw at him between now and then?
Mm-hmm.
Good point. Well, as Wayne touched on, he was the only one out of all of us that got that pick wrong.
Yeah, sad face.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, I'm fucking embarrassing.
Listen, can't get them all.
So, all right. So, I guess we can move on to the next match, which was the 6-pack ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship, featuring Penta, Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, Rusev, and Rey Mysterio. Now, we talked earlier about ads happening in the middle of shit or cutting some shit off. This is when it happened. Because there was like 4 minutes of ads or something like that between the Oba match, the Oba Lesnar match, and this. And then when they came back from that, they gave us a freaking LA Knight Snickers ad. And then when that shit was over with, 3 of the participants in this match were already in the fucking ring. Dragon Lee was already in the ring. JD McDonough was already in the ring. And Rusev was already in the ring. That is disrespectful as fuck as far as I'm concerned. Like, this isn't Raw or some shit. This is WrestleMania. This is each one of those wrestlers' opportunity to show out in front of the crowd. Part of WrestleMania isn't just the match itself. Like we said before, it's the pageantry. It's the presentation of all these wrestlers from the entrance to the ring. Even if you ain't got nothing special for those 3. They may have something special for their damn selves, which Dragon Lee did. I posted the picture in the Discord. You saw he had the sick fucking dragon wings. That would have been cool as hell to actually fucking see on the broadcast instead of having to see it in a picture somebody took online later.
Damn. Think about how much money and time they spend putting that together,
And the only people who got to see it were the people in the arena.
Yeah.
Disservice to the creative team for that.
Who could see it? Because I bet, in the arena, are they playing the ads in the arena or are they playing their entrance?
No, they're playing their entrance.
Yeah, they're not playing ads in the arena, right?
In the arena.
Yeah, as I say, they're not playing ads in the arena, right?
No,
I don't think so. No.
Oh, they're definitely playing ads in the arena between these fucking matches.
Oh yeah, really?
We have been. Don't act like we've been to live shows before. They play ads in between. They may not be the same ads that we're seeing, but I'm pretty sure they shoved that freaking Hulk Hogan documentary down them people in the arena's throats at least a couple of times during WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I'm sure they got that shit just like we did.
Go watch it,
But
brother.
when it was time to get back to the show, they were there, so they were back to the fucking show. While we were sitting there watching stupid fucking LA Knight Snickers commercials. Like that is incredibly fucking disrespectful. But that aside, the match itself, 15 minutes of nonstop action that was dope. Yeah. This was a really good match. This was a WrestleMania caliber ladder match. Everybody threw everything they had at each other, threw everything against the wall. I mean, freaking Rey Mysterio put Rusev through a ladder. We had Mexican destroyers on the ladders. We had OG cutters from people off of getting OG cutting people off the ladders. Like, you name it, they brought it. But ultimately, Penta came out with the win and retained. And I'm pretty sure I picked that.
Yeah, Tyler, who picked what on that IC title match?
It looks like everybody took Penta to win that one.
Yeah.
Except for me.
Except for Tyler. And the streak continues. Dude, you know
Son
how
of a bitch.
You know, it's funny because we were talking about gambling. They have gambling now on wrestling, which I think is fucking crazy. Tyler, I do not think
like
you
the
should
Kit
participate in
Wilson
that.
Picking.
Trey, you're being really toxic right now. Yeah, this is as far as being with these guys for this first WrestleMania and doing picks. Hey, I'm gonna say a lot of these picks I went with my heart, what I really wanted to see as a fan of some of these people. Reality just.
That's the thing. You never go with what's in your heart.
Reality.
Go with what a corporate son of a bitch would pick.
Listen, reality.
That's good for money.
Kicked me square in the orbital bone.
You have to think with your wallet, not your heart. That's how wrestling is now.
Yeah.
That's how corporate sees it.
Fuck corporate.
But dude, I like this match. This match was cooking. It was definitely felt like a WrestleMania match. You know, it did suck that we missed some entrances because I was pretty psyched to see everybody's entrance. I don't know if Rusev got anything special. Probably not. But Penta, give that guy all the fucking pyro, right? We get to see, it looked like Penta, Ray, and Dragon Lee, they were all wearing red. They looked like they were like a team.
Like something about that.
I don't know, is that poorly planned? Like, wait a second. Fuck.
I've had a bug up my ass about people wearing the same stuff for a while. That drove me fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's
all
like
three
this.
of them were red. Penta and Ray almost had the exact same outfit on.
Yeah,
the guy in the back, up in the 400s or whatever.
Yeah.
Can't tell. And I'll tell you what, because I was at work, so I have it on my phone, and every now and then I'm kind of glancing at it. And I saw Penta climb the ladder and get the belt, or I saw him at the top of the ladder with the belt, and I couldn't. I thought it was Rey Mysterio for a little while. I was like, "Holy shit! They put the belt on Rey," and then I realized. But yeah, they like, how hard is it to go like, "Hey, I'm going to wear red. Okay, so I'll wear blue, or you wear black, or whatever, or white, whatever the fuck, doesn't matter." It's like, how can we not coordinate this?
There was a moment where all three of them were standing in the ring. I felt like the fucking Spider-Man meme. Like, you chose red?
Yeah.
No, you chose red? Wait a second. Who told you? Like, yeah.
This would have been a really cool one to see Penta. Like, I don't know if it's like locked by AEW or what, but I think this would have been a really cool one to see Penta bring back the Joker gear. You know, I when he was in AEW rocking the Joker gear, I was all for it. He pulled it off perfectly. Like,
yeah, that was a fun outfit.
Yeah, it was really well done. And it would have been cool to see it, as something special like this.
Yeah, they really also, I mean, the potential of putting maybe like Rey Fenix in this. They could have had a lot of luchador. This could have been an all luchador match if they really wanted it to be.
They have a luchador company.
He could have chose all the El Grande Americanos to show up, and I mean, this could have been an all luchador match.
Faux luchadors.
You know? Who else are we missing? You know, we got Ray Phoenix was one of the other luchadors that wasn't there. No, not Sin Cara.
Sin Cara is freaking phenomenal, dude. He was talented.
No, Axiom. That one dude from
Axiom. Yeah, he's pretty good too.
So,
you know, I think Sin Cara was wasted talent.
But yeah, we got all the El Grande Americanos. That's 3 right there, plus the original. Man, that could have been an all luchador match. If you want to throw a celebrity in there, you could have thrown Jack Black in there as Nacho Libre.
Oh, God.
Man, Nacho! I want to win.
Oh, God.
Dude, I love Nacho Libre.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, I did. I'm glad my prediction, got what I wanted. But you really could have made an argument for some of these. Javon Evans being the youngest IC champ, and we discussed he's still got a couple more years. He can still break that record.
Yeah.
Dragon Lee winning, went from a tag title to winning a singles title. That would have been big for him too. JD bringing the IC title back to Judgment Day. There have been some tension there between him and Dom.
Okay.
So, Rusev being IC champ, finally making him fucking relevant as a heel, and then the question mark is if we would have given it to fucking Ray, it'd been like, oh, okay.
There's only one.
Dirty Dom. It leads back to Dirty Dom again. Yeah, because Dirty Dom take it off him. So, yeah, you could have made a very good argument for all of these guys, but it was a safe bet to keep it on Penta.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they did. So.
Touching on entrances real quick, I think the only way you could have jazzed Rusev's entrance up is bring Lana back.
Yeah.
But that's probably about it.
Not worth the money.
Whooping dude's ass and then held that title. That IC title did kind of look good on his shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Not saying that I want him to be champion, because not necessarily, unless he's like a transitional champion for like Javon Evans to eventually become the champ. But
yeah,
that's about it. But that's probably about the only person I really legitimately could have seen winning this belt other than Penta in this match.
Yeah.
But
I know that one was a close one for you to pick.
Yeah, I could see why it was a really tight decision who to pick, but I made the safe bet, man. If I was betting money, I think I made the safe bet. So
let's not talk about money in these bets.
All right.
So,
just following this match, we had the match that friend of the show Carlos, I'm sure, was looking forward to the more than any other. That was the WWE United States Championship match featuring Sami Zayn defending against Trick Williams, who came out with probably the longest train ever off that mink coat.
That was ridiculous.
It was funny to me.
It was quite impressive, yeah.
Yeah, if where else would you do that but WrestleMania?
Yeah, but like that's probably the closest a man will ever feel to a bride in a wedding. You know what I mean? Because
going over the top like that is always fucking great, especially if wait, Trick is Trick is still a heel, right? But. Yeah, you get the fans. You get the fans over.
Coming out of this, you can safely say he's a babyface.
Yeah, but for sure, him coming out with that fucking jacket was awesome. So,
yeah. I would also say that I know Lil Yachty. He didn't take away from Trick's entrance, But I still wish that would have been Booker T in his position instead. Just so that Booker T could get that entrance and he could put them ad-libs onto Trick's entrance that those of us who watch Trick in NXT were used to hearing that really they really do add something extra to Trick's entrance. With the whole fans going, whoop that Trick. And then, you got Booker T in there, I like it. It really adds to the entrance. If you haven't heard it, I encourage y'all to look up Trick Williams' entrance in NXT with Booker T's ad-libs on it. It really, like I said, it does really add something to it. But getting into the match itself, Wayne, you said you said that Trick Williams is still a heel.
Yeah, I mean,
not by the way this match played out, because
not anymore.
Sami Zayn was healing it up in this match.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm not sure if that's what WWE was trying to book him as, but I think it's one of those things where the fans like you so much that we turn you face. Whether they force it down our throats as a heel, we don't care. I mean, we fucking like this guy, and it's just the same thing with Sammy. It's weird. It's the complete opposite. It's like Sammy literally came out the other week. He's like, "What did I do?" And you know what? I'm just like one in the crowd going, "You know what, dude? I don't know. But I would like to see less of you, and then none of you."
No, y'all just don't want to admit it.
What's that?
I laid it out in the last episode. I don't need to repeat it. Go listen to the last episode. I laid it out. We know what Mr. the Appropriator in Chief has done. But I will give credit to Sammy because he's starting to lean into it a little bit. And he talks about, my real fans, my day one fans. In other words, like his little small pocket of people who still believe in him, despite the majority saying, fuck you. I mean, if he's going to turn heel, he's got material to work with.
Right.
He has material to work with, and he healed it up a bit in this match. Obviously, the fans popped huge when Trick Williams defeated him and got the pin to become our new United States champion. He was hella hype. He celebrated with his mom and dad at ringside. The belt looks good on him. So we'll see Friday where Sammy goes. But if I had to guess, I think we might see Sammy go full heel this Friday.
It would make him fucking interesting.
Yep. And he could thank Trick Williams for making him interested again. You're welcome, Gingerbread Man.
I thought for sure that was either going to be Sami Zayn or the rapper friend in the gingerbread costume.
I thought it was going to be Lil Yachty in the gingerbread costume. I did.
He's probably like, no, you can't pay me enough for that.
This is one of the few matches on night 2 that I wish had been a little longer. But I mean, I guess it didn't really need to be. Maybe a couple more minutes would have been nice. So
it was only 7 minutes. They could have at least gave him 10.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, they did what it was supposed to do. Make Trick look fucking like a huge star. Just like the ladder match was supposed to make Javon look like a huge star, just like the Oba match was supposed to make Oba look like a huge star. And then, I think they hit 3 home runs in a row here. This kid's got a bright future, I think. Fun match. I don't think Lil Yachty took away from anything. I think that's a great use of a celebrity. That's what I think you should do with a celebrity. Just kind of have him enhance a mid-card match without getting in the way. And I think the Lil Yachty did just that pretty effectively. So apparently the kid, is a huge wrestling fan or whatever. So this was a huge dream come true for him. So good for him. Fun match. I wish it was a little longer, but hard to complain about it.
Anybody else got any thoughts on this match?
I mean, I was really happy to see Trick Williams get his main event, not main event, a main roster singles title match, that he really deserved, and it being on WrestleMania. Like, it really sucked to see Carmelo Hayes pushed out of that title picture, but, you know, look what we got instead. You know, we got Trick Williams versus Sammy, and it wasn't bad. It really wasn't that bad, and it wasn't a squash either. I thought Sammy was gonna squash Trick, and then he turned it around pretty quick. I don't. Do you guys think there's gonna be a feud here going forward, or you think we're gonna get Sammy fucking moving on to something else? Sad Sammy. Because
move on to something else.
I like to see Trick open up like a an open challenge now. So that would be cool. So that means we're guaranteed to see Trick maybe like every week on SmackDown. You know, we're gonna hear that whoop that Trick every week now, guaranteed. And maybe we will see Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams run it back. We'll see. We got so many other faces and another for him to wrestle if they're trying to keep him a heel, but you know he's turning face. So I'm trying to think of other heel wrestlers he could go up against for that title. You know, could make it pretty interesting.
I don't think Trick is going to continue the open challenge just because I don't think that's consistent with his character of who he is as a character. He's much more, his character works when it's much more personality and storyline driven. I think that's when his character works at his best, not just being a let me show what I can do in the ring type guy. Because if there's any weakness in Trick Williams right now, it is to a certain extent his ring work. He's good.
He's a good wrestler. He's not great.
Exactly. He's good, but he's not great. People like Carmelo Hayes or Ilya Dragunov could wrestle circles around him still. He can hang with them, but they would clearly be doing a lot of the heavy lifting in those type of matches. So he works best, like I said, doing something more storyline driven or character driven. So I could see the thing with him and Sami Zayn continuing, especially if there's going to be a flipping of character dynamics. If Sami Zayn is now going to be the heel with Trick Williams being the face, then yeah, there's definitely more meat on the bone in their feud continuing for at least another PLE. If we don't have anything else on that match, we can move on to match number 4.
Oh, wait. Tyler had something to put in real quick.
Oh,
what was that, Tyler?
I was just going to say that this one was straight across the board. Everybody picked Trick.
Oh, yeah.
What I didn't get wrong, guys.
Yeah. One that you didn't get. The streak has been broken.
Yeah, you finally decided not to be different. We'll just go with the common sense answer.
Yeah, something tapped into my head at that one. On that one. Excuse me.
Oh! There is one more thing I wanted to say about this match. Michael Cole's brutal all fucking weekend, just brutal. But one thing he did say is like, "Oh, I wonder what Harley Race would say if he saw someone like Trick Williams." And I was thinking, I think we have a pretty good idea. Because I remember him saying the N-word to Ron Simmons when he was feuding with Vader in WCW in the early 90s. So I have a pretty good idea like what Harley Race would have thought of that. That's all.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, Harley probably wouldn't have been the biggest fan of a guy like Trick Williams.
Yeah, no, I think we know exactly what he would have thought. Anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, match number 4. Street fight between Dominic Mysterio and the Demon, Finn Balor.
When did this become a street fight?
Like
it wasn't
Friday or the week of.
Yeah,
or like that.
I totally missed that.
Same.
Like I had no idea this was a street fight.
It was like a quick backstage segment, like a throwaway, like blink and you miss it backstage segment where I think Dom was complaining to Adam Pearce about it, and Yeah. It wasn't announced that it was a street fight. We found out it was a street fight because Dominic Mysterio complained to Adam Pearce about it being a street fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, first you make me do this, and then you didn't do this, and now this is a street fight? And it's like, oh, okay,
What?
so this is a street fight now. Okay. Yeah, it was not built up well. And honestly, for my opinion, I don't even know why we even had the Demon Finn Balor in the first place, other than the obvious, we're not moving tickets. We need to sell some more tickets, so we need some other gimmick to slap on this bitch. So Finn Balor, demon it up.
Yeah.
I really thought that this would have been street fight, fine. But I really thought this should have been just regular Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio.
Finn Balor Prime.
Yeah. OG Finn Balor. El Balor del Finn Original. Or whatever. But yeah, should have just been a regular guy. The demon should be something you build up to, not something you just pull out of your ass for no reason. Like, they really could have, there was more meat on the bone for this to happen.
Yeah, this one could have been longer also.
Yeah, the match itself could have been longer. This feud could be longer because obviously Finn Balor won. This was a good match. This as a street fight, to me, was probably a better match than Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre's unsanctioned match. Maybe that could be a little bit of just the Night 2 aura rubbing off on this match, but I really thought that this was the better between the two. I thought this was the better match.
Yeah, I think so too.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I mean, but the question is, where do you go from here now? Obviously based upon what we saw on Monday Night Raw, Finn Balor clearly has his eyes set on JD McDonough now, which is kind of odd. That again, just more oddness in this. Like, so Dom was the first target, and now JD McDonough's the next target. Seems like that would have traditionally been the opposite. You'd start off with JD McDonough, and then work your way up to Dominic Mysterio if it weren't for this all taking place around WrestleMania.
Right.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, no,
on this one, dog.
Yeah, it was a fun match, but like I said, I think it could have been a little longer. Yeah, I'm not sure that the Demon added a whole hell of a lot to it. We could either have just never seen the Demon again, or waited till maybe next year if he's back in the world title hunt or something, maybe. But I mean, these are small complaints. Dom can take a loss like this pretty easily and bounce back. I think we've seen that time and time again out of him. But yeah, fun enough match. Yeah, and I don't know if it was the Night 2 aura or what, but yeah, if you're comparing hardcore matches, I thought this was better than Drew and Jacob as well. Fun match, did what it was supposed to do. Not really much more to say about it other than that, though.
Yeah, I mean, I too enjoyed the shit out of this match. I think it was a little bit more exciting. I think this match was all but more about the entrances. I mean, that's what they wanted the Finn Balor character, the Demon, for, right? Just for the entrance alone. I mean, that's really all they wanted. We got Dirty Dom coming out on a throne. On a big throne. He's being carried in by a couple masked men, which I thought was kind of cool. They looked like they were all, they may have been wrestlers because they were all wearing wrestling, like, pants, it looked like. It wasn't just normal pants. So, but, I mean, they didn't have, I mean, we kind of knew this was coming at some point, but it's kind of felt like it didn't have a lot of time to, cook. A lot of time to build. Because, like Dre said, like, where do you go from here? It's like, okay, so we had JD versus Finn on Raw. Okay, that's done. So that's it for the Judgment Day. Because Judgment Day is only...
Judgment Day.
Yeah, the Judgment Day is only 2 guys and 3 girls. That's all it is now.
So the match between Finn and JD, Dom ended up getting involved in.
Yeah.
Right? So we were watching this earlier.
Well, afterwards he got involved. Yeah.
Yeah, afterwards he got involved. So clearly there's still some kind of a beef, and I had pitched the idea to you. I don't know how Dre and Doyle feel about this, but obviously Finn would need somebody to come in on his behalf if it's going to be the constant JD and Dom beating him up. So what about his dad? What if Ray joins Finn and together they vanquish Dom and JD? Oh. It's still
maybe I just don't know. Yeah, I just don't know where Ray fits in, because clearly for Finn, this is a personal thing because his Judgment Day guys have turned on him. I mean, right. I could see maybe if Finn were struggling against them, if he were getting stomped out week after week, but clearly he just beat Dominic Mysterio, so yeah, he doesn't appear to be struggling right now to need help.
Mm-hmm.
He did take a hell of a mouth shot though. He was looking pretty good from the mouth.
Yeah,
I don't know. Just thought I'd pitch the idea and see how it was received.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the worst thing to happen. It wouldn't be the worst thing to happen. It's just, for me, it would just have to make sense storyline wise, right? For Ray to get involved, and it can't just be because Dom's his son and he needs a reason to, and he's just going to kick Dom's ass again. I would prefer a more, sensible reason for it to happen.
Right.
And part of me also feels like I don't want to see Ray and Dom mix it up again until Ray's ready to retire.
Mm-hmm.
True. Good point.
Yeah, it's not that far away though. Not that far away.
I've thought that for at least a decade.
As long as he can still keep going to Mexico and getting the stem cell injections.
Yeah.
Really. But across the board, everybody took Finn on this one. So another one I didn't get wrong. Yay!
Yay!
Oy.
What's next?
Next was the women's WWE Women's Championship match. Rhea Ripley challenging Jade Cargill. And this match saw Rhea Ripley come out on top despite some interference from Michin, who I must say looked incredible.
The way he
and
said
B-Fab, who looked good as well. I'm sorry, I don't know. I saw Michin come out there and yeah, she looked great. she looked really good. Even with the makeup and all the face, it worked. Obviously, women doing face paint, it don't always work all the time. Ronda Rousey, but when they get it right, it works. And for Michin, it worked. I don't know. She looked damn good. But that's not a takeaway from the others, because Jade Cargill came out there looking phenomenal in her WrestleMania fit with the gold and all that going on. She had a dope fit. Rhea Ripley had a nice fit going on with the white and the red. The match itself, I'm going to say this is probably the best one-on-one match that Jade Cargill has had since joining WWE. I agree. I don't recall any major botches or slip-ups. It was a clean match. Everything flowed. Her and Rhea Ripley, not saying they had the best chemistry in the world, but they worked well together. Jade rose to the occasion. I know a lot of people out there, were waiting for Jade to mess up on something or spot something so they can have another reason to dunk on her. She gave them none. She gave them none of that. Only 10 minutes, so again, another short match, but a good match.
Yeah. Short and sweet, but it was good.
Don't know that I don't know that I fully agree with Rhea Ripley winning. It just feels like the safe choice, and Rhea winning just because she's Rhea Ripley. I think there would have been more meat on the bone on Jade continuing on as champion. I think Jade would have benefited more from getting a win over Rhea Ripley, especially at WrestleMania. But, yeah, it's just my 2 cents. What are your 2.5 cents looking like, Wayne?
2.5 cents. I mean, this is probably her best match she's had in WWE thus far, singles-wise. I mean, granted, she even had some help and she still couldn't get the job done. But, I think her chasing the title will be just as exciting. Maybe a little bit more than her holding the title. Because maybe they put the title on her just a little too quickly. Maybe it's like a little jab to AEW signing her. I don't know. I just feel like she wasn't ready for the title. But I like seeing her in the chase. You're right, man. Like, there's no botches in this match. People are probably looking for that this entire match, looking for something bad to happen, right? And point it out. We didn't see any. I kind of want to revisit these two again. Maybe not right away. Maybe a couple months down the road. Maybe in the summer. Who knows? But, yeah, it's not it for Jade. She's going to be back in the women's world title picture again very soon. So, but other than that, pretty decent match. Jade's first singles win at WrestleMania, right? Or not win, singles match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Because I think she was in tag matches previously.
Oh, I think last year she was injured. Wasn't she?
Oh,
who's that?
Jade. Was Jade injured? Who did she face last year at Mania? Or was she in a tag match last year? Naomi.
Oh, she faced Naomi.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. Well, this is the first one she went in as champion, though. With the title involved.
Yeah.
So.
Surprisingly already, this is her third WrestleMania.
Oh, damn, that's right.
Yeah.
Third.
She did 40 with they did the her and Bianca teamed up against. God, who was that? Was that the Kabuki Warriors they faced?
Yeah, I think that was the Kabuki Warriors.
It was Damage Control.
Oh, it was Damage Control. That's right. It would have been Damage Control. Bailey, Asuka, and Kyrie, right?
Yeah, I think that was it.
Something like that. But yeah,
Dakota Kai.
No, because Bailey and Io faced at 40.
Oh yeah,
Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai.
Yeah,
that's the one you're thinking. Yeah, she might have still been with the company then.
I don't remember.
But yeah, well, either way, they had the 3-way match at 40, and then 41, Jade versus Naomi, and now here at 42, Jade versus Rhea. So I mean, she's taken steps up each year, elevated each year, and gotten better each year. So all the haters out there, suck it. She's getting better. It may be a slow process, but it's taking time. Only difference between her and everybody else is that we're seeing it happen in real time on the biggest stages of the WWE. Whereas most other wrestlers got to do this shit on the independent scene or in smaller territories with not as many eyes on them.
Right. That's a very good point to, put out there is the difference in, how you come into it and how quickly that helps you accelerate.
Yeah. And compound that with the fact that they don't have house shows either anymore. So she's not getting anywhere near the number of reps that other wrestlers who have come before her, other women in the past, have gotten.
Right.
So, yeah, her process, her development is going to be much slower than others. And no, she doesn't need to. She need to go to the PC. That's why they should have put her in NXT. She was too big of a star for that.
Yeah, that's a. I don't know how I feel about that point, because you can be a big star, but if you need work and you could potentially be a liability to other wrestlers' health, I think that takes should take precedence over how big of a star you are. Yeah, that's just my.
Yeah, Yeah, that's certainly true, and that's absolutely true. But I would argue also counter that by saying, if you are a threat or a liability to people's safety, chances are they're not really going to make you that big of a star either. If it comes out that, because obviously, they're backstage, they talk, if her opponent's going back is, going to Triple H saying, hey, I almost got my shit fucked up, and they're working with her and yada yada, and people working with her and complaining to her, they would have likely dialed back her push. They're not going to sit there and just, oh well, y'all just better not get her because she's a star. We're going to send it to the moon. Like, they're going to roll it back. They're going to dial her back. Like, Nia Jax was a, big star when she first came in, but as she got more of a reputation of being dangerous, her spot on the roster kind of took a dip down a little bit. She kind of dipped out of the main event down to the mid card a little bit. So I mean, if Jade was that same way, I don't think she would still be a main event level star like she is now.
Could that possibly be why Michin and B-Fab were introduced, to give Jade time to, work behind the scenes, getting better, let them handle the on-screen work, and then when time comes, boom, then you get your final product, and it was significantly better.
I don't know that they could have done. I don't think that's why, given just how short of a time frame they had. Like, Michin and B-Fab have been with her for less than a month. That's not really enough time to try to develop her into a finished product in that quick of a time. I think they added her in there just to add another dynamic to the feud itself, because you still had like 3 weeks or so to go before WrestleMania, and you couldn't just have, or I think maybe even a month or so, but you couldn't just have Jade and Rhea mouthing off to each other, because clearly they were trying to keep those two physically apart. Right. They didn't want them to physically engage until WrestleMania itself. So how do you buy time? They can only talk shit but so much to each other. So introduce those two into the faction. For the smarks out there, you get the whole callback to the Jade's baddies and such, and it gives Rhea an obstacle to have to go through on the path to Jade Cargill at WrestleMania.
Right.
Now it'll be interesting to see where they go from here without Jade as champion. That's going to be interesting. And it's also kind of part of the reason why, at least for me, I think Jade should have retained the title. Make Rhea chase it a little bit longer. Jade gets elevated, and like I said, Jade gets elevated. She becomes even that much more of a main eventer, and she now has Michin and B-Fab as roadblocks to put in the way of any challenger. Makes her much more of a big deal. And again, like I said, you make Rhea chase it a little bit longer. Right. Maybe she get mix it up with Michin a little bit. Give Michin some shine. Mix it up with B-Fab a little bit. Give her some shine. I just think there was a little bit more meat on the bone of this had they been willing to extend this feud past WrestleMania with Jade as champion.
I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Well, it may still extend just Jade as champion. We don't know yet.
It could still extend, yes, but I don't know how well Jade comes off challenging to get her title back and failing. Mm-hmm. I think that just knocks her down further, whereas if she had been champion a little bit longer and Rhea would have overcome her, even if it's at the next PLE at Backlash or something like that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But I feel like WrestleMania is about making moments, and having Rhea win in front of a huge stadium is a moment they wanted. And she's one of the biggest stars,
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what it felt like to me. Like, they did Rhea because Rhea. And to an extent, maybe. And to an extent, maybe
almost anybody.
Yeah, I will also say maybe to an extent, Bianca's pregnancy might have played a role in this. The fact that Bianca's pregnant, so she's out for 2026. So no point in trying to extend Jade's run to a potential SummerSlam match with Bianca had Bianca not been pregnant and been on, on course to come back maybe sometime during the summer. So.
Yeah, that's good. It's good thinking.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Yeah, as everyone said, Jade's best match, I think, thus far. You can't say she's not improving. So, you could still. Credit to Rhea, though. I don't necessarily think of her as, the way we think of maybe a Bayley or a Becky as somebody that is a ring general, that helps make other people better. But I think it looked like Rhea was kind of leading the way and doing a great job of it. And Jade, to her credit, was following perfectly. She's still just a tiny looking, deliberate looking, like you can kind of see the wheels turning. Like, okay, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to wait for her to do that. And then, and that's been the knock on her, I think. Because she can certainly do the power moves, you know what I mean? And they kept it simple here, and that's what they should have done, and they executed it well, I thought. I would have given them a couple more minutes also, but what are you going to do? Yeah, certainly Jade's best match thus far, I think. You can't say she's not improving. But I mean, it's only a matter of time before you put the belt back on Rhea Ripley, on your biggest star. So. I mean, what do you expect?
Agreed. All right, well, if there's nothing else on this match, let's move on to the main event. Roman Reigns versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. By far the longest match of the entire card at damn near 34 minutes. And boy, did they make the absolute most of every minute they had. But before we get into that itself, obviously we need to touch on the entrances. Roman, he's Roman. He walked out there just completely by himself, nobody else by his side at all, just Roman. And aura. Just all aura. Six-pack was packing. Muscles was muscling. There's a reason why that man is who the fuck he is, damn it. And CM Punk had a nice video package beforehand. I think somebody mentioned that the music used in his package was a callback to his old Ring of Honor theme.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
That's my understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't clock it, but that's what I've read after the fact.
Exactly. I mean, obviously I wasn't aware of him in Ring of Honor either, but I did hear people mention that, for those deep divers, that was a callback to his theme from Ring of Honor. And obviously he had the jacket with the names on it of WWE staffers, members of WWE who have recently passed away, paying homage to them. And then also had his dog on the front, I think, in a patch. And then the crown on the back, which was a tribute to Harley Race. Kudos to Michael Cole for it.
Harley Race.
Yes. Yes. As you highlighted earlier in the show. But kudos to Michael Cole for calling attention to all that during Punk's entrance. And another nice little touch to Punk's entrance was after the video package aired, him just walking out there in total silence.
That was cool.
Yeah. He just walks out there, stands, looks around, and then just takes it all in. Then, hits the mat, yells out, "It's clobbering time." The whole crowd jumps in, and then his music hits. I thought that was dope for WrestleMania. Did not think he needed to repeat it again on Monday Night Raw, though. Like, if you do it all the time, it's not special anymore. It was special at WrestleMania and dope and warranted for that main event.
Mm-hmm.
Getting into the match itself, this was a motherfucking main event.
Yep.
This is what a main event is supposed to be, from bell to bell. Absolute cinema. They brought it into brutality. They told the story of the hatred all the way to the end where that line that we thought didn't hit too hard when Roman Reigns said it to Punk, that you're old. Well, guess what? It played out in the match where Punk hit the GTS on Roman. Roman falls into the rope, back onto Punk. Punk tries to get him back up again for another GTS and then just completely collapse. Like, that's storytelling right there.
That didn't feel so much like old as it just felt like blood loss, because he was leaking, especially after the 3 Superman punches hanging upside down, and then I don't know if anybody's gonna touch on it, but I will. The freaking steel chairs. No, the steel chair. The steel steps.
Yeah.
Steel steps.
Catching that to the face.
Why would I imagine a 20?
Yes, man, exactly.
Why is it not because unwritten rule? All WrestleMania main events are no DQ matches.
As soon as that happened, I was like, "So Punk retains, right?" That's what we're getting at, And I don't know how that wasn't touched on Monday night. I just, for the life of me, that should have been something that. Why
everybody's so hung up on that? Like, it's a fucking main event. Y'all know it's not going to get disqualified. And he knew he wasn't going to get disqualified. Why? Because it's the fucking main event.
If you're selling it as a straight up, one, how do they say that? Falls count, or, something like, I don't know, DQ, no DQ, street fight, whatever. Then I buy it. But when you're promoting it as a straight up, pinfall or submission is the only way to get the title, that's what I'm believing.
And he pinned him.
Yeah.
So what the problem is?
All right, how we got there? I mean, okay. Hold on. Clarification, context, whatever you want to call it. How we got there, overall, great. To your gentleman's point earlier, everything was great. Just that part right there is a stickler for me.
What is it? I understand it being a thing with people because he did it so blatantly in front of the ref. But I also feel that people are making it way too big of a deal. It's a WrestleMania main event for the world title. They're not going to call it DQ.
Yeah, I know.
Nothing short of him pulling out a gun and shooting Punk in the face while he was hanging upside down is going to warrant a disqualification.
That's funny.
Well, he definitely wasn't counted out, and the ridiculous amount of Superman punches. Yeah, how many Superman punches does Punk fucking take?
Countouts. Meanwhile, Punk is freaking jumping from the rope through the announce table. That ain't disqualification worthy. That's just within the rules. That's totally on the book, on the up and up.
That elbow drop was really nice to that table.
Exactly, and I'm pretty sure they were down for more than a 10 count.
Yeah, and then
hell, I remember back in the day, if you just hit somebody over the top rope or put somebody over the top rope, that was a disqualification.
Oh, yeah, that was old school WCW rules.
Yeah, WCW rule. Old school wrestling rule. How many times we see people get clotheslined over the top rope in matches all the time now? Disqualification. It's just
that one. That one, I will say, I did not know was a rule at any point in time. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't think old WWF bothered with it.
Had it. Yeah.
Right, but NWA, WCW, that was 100% a rule. They would talk about it all the time. Somebody like Lex Luger would hold like Ric Flair over his head like he was going to throw him to the outside. And they'd be like, don't do it. If he does it, he's disqualified. Or if they threw somebody out the ring, they always threw them out the ring through the middle rope. They never clotheslined them over the top or anything like that.
Yeah.
But learn something new every day.
But anyway, back to the match itself. Like I said, this was a masterclass. This was one of the best, probably the best main event they've had since Cody Roman at WrestleMania 40. In my opinion. I think this was better than both matches at 41, and damn sure better than Cody Randy the night before.
Oof. I like this better than Cody Roman, but we'll have to. It may be that's recency bias. I don't know. We'll have to see. With Cody Roman too, I guess I should specify. But yeah, I mean, shit. This was easily the match of the night, or both nights, probably of the year thus far, at least in WWE. Yeah, great. I mean. Yeah, and I knew it was going to go long because it didn't even start it started, and it wasn't even 9 yet, I don't think. They're like, oh, okay, they're going to give us some time. Yeah, you know, who knew? I did take it as the old caught up to Phil, just like Dre said. And who knew that, you know, that one little dig, who knew that this, in retrospect, was actually the best told story of all of them going into the event and at the show itself. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where either of them go from here. I mean, I guess we're getting a semi-bloodline-esque story going with Roman here. I'm not sure what Phil does now. But yeah, as far as the match goes, yeah, A+, you know, near masterpiece for sure. Real good.
Contender, possibly for match of the year. Contender.
Yeah,
it's definitely
I would say leading at this point.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm really happy with the way the outcome turned out. I mean, I could have gone either way, but I mean, we saw what Punk did the night after. You know, Cody and him were in the ring. Cody said, you know, just gotta ask. And it looks like, I told Tyler this today when we were watching Raw. I was like, man, with Roman out there with that world title, with the Usos, they might run it back. They're gonna run back the bloodline, but as faces, I have a feeling, man, because it's the only thing that's gonna keep, you know, Jay and Jimmy fucking relevant. You know, Roman's got the title back, but it feels different.
But so, I mean, well, I don't know how we're gonna do Monday Night Review and all that. I don't know. There's a couple of points I'd like to, you know, ask on that, but I don't know.
Before we jump to Monday, though, as far as, does anybody have any other thoughts on just this match itself?
No, I mean, it was brilliant.
One thing I will say to Doyle's point about this potentially being better than Cody Roman, I will say one thing that I do think this holds as an advantage over Cody Roman from 40 is that this was strictly 1v1.
Yeah, exactly.
There was nothing outside, no shenanigans, no overbooking, no nothing, just pure one-on-one storytelling in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And I think I predicted massive amounts of Michigan. We didn't get any. And I was happy to not get any. And that's what makes it a better match to me. I mean, that Endgame-esque match was so much fun. You know, they're two totally different kinds of matches, right? So it's kind of an apples and oranges comparison. I think they're undoubtedly the two best matches of this decade thus far, probably, or WrestleMania main event matches at any rate. So I mean, they're close. You know, it's just kind of
two of the best matches of the Triple H era.
You prefer? Yeah, sure, whatever you want to call it. So I mean, yeah, they're not dissimilar, but in a way they are totally dissimilar. But yeah, it's just a matter of which one you like better personally. You know, there's no wrong answer here.
Well, you know, to cap all this off, everybody took Reigns to win this match, except for myself.
What a proper way to close out the night.
So, out of all of our predictions and picks, the person in first place, I don't know how we're going to do it, but yeah, just do it like this. First place goes to Wayne with 12 correct picks. The only one that he missed was the Brock Lesnar pick.
Yeah.
Second place, Doyle with 11 correct. His missed pick was Orton and what was the other one? Oh, the Usos. Orton and the Usos.
They won.
Oh, did they? Oh no, that was Wayne's. Yeah, that was Wayne's pick.
Wait, Wayne picked division, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was wrong, and the rest of us were right.
Right.
Oh, that changes up the match. That changes up the numbers.
Wait, we need to have somebody else keep score next time.
Hold on.
As long as that person isn't me.
We got a Bret Hart Lex Luger situation here. Who really won the Rumble?
Yeah, right. There are two
Okay.
matches at the same time.
So
Nobody's tearing their quad.
yeah, so you are correct. That does significantly change things. Wayne has 11. Doyle, you, sir, have 4, 5.
Oh my!
I don't know. I'm gonna have to update these numbers next time. I apologize.
We'll be consistent from here on moving forward.
Listen,
I apologize.
I'm learning. All right, this is a learning moment.
So the title is vacant.
We will have a clarification as of next recording. I don't want to take the time away from anything else. Sitting here and counting it out.
I feel like I'm being treated like the Miz. I haven't even gotten my results. I'm not even in the title picture. What the hell?
It should have been me.
We gotta have Kurt Jerkers too, pal.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to talk about Raw for a little bit, or you guys just want to wrap it up, I mean, Raw wasn't
know that there's
super exciting.
I don't know if there's much to talk about on as far as just what happened with Raw. I mean, we've kind of touched on the main things that happened. You know, Cody and Punk had a moment that they, talked to each other. We could be looking at maybe Cody Punk for WrestleMania 43. Obafemi came out looking like $1 million to kick off the show when the suit had a drop the mic moment. The ruler has arrived. That's it. The one thing I will throw out there, just as long-term speculation, I am speculating currently that, like I said, Obafemi will win like a King of the Ring or something like that, and end up facing Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. I think he defeats Roman Reigns at SummerSlam, similar to, again, Brock Lesnar's 2002 run. And from there, I could see Obafemi remaining world champion from SummerSlam all the way into WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia, assuming that it's still there. We'll just say WrestleMania 43 for now, but I can see him remaining world champion until WrestleMania 43, where he would lose the title at WrestleMania 43 to the 2027 Royal Rumble winner, Gunther.
Interesting. Gentlemen, I did take this opportunity while Dre was explaining his points to quickly run the numbers again.
Oh my god.
Thank goodness. I wasn't going to be able to fall asleep if I didn't
No.
know.
Wayne came in second place with 11. Doyle, you have first place. Dre and co-pilot Ty in third place with 10 picks correct, and I came in
fucking AI.
Hey, you're not better, but you're not worse. I, on the other hand, was way worse. So, there's that.
After night one.
Yeah. Next year is my year. I'm calling all of them correct. All of them. Across the board.
Yeah,
Calling a shot, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, which ones did I get wrong? I know I got the tag match wrong.
You sir. Let's see.
Yeah, the tag match wrong. I got Cody and Randy wrong.
Yep. And then your third one was Jade.
Oh yeah, I did pick Jade to win. I said I wanted Jade to win. I think I said if I had to put money on it, it would probably be Rhea. But I didn't want Jade to win.
There was. I'm not gonna lie. There was a couple times where you did that, and like you caught me. Like for instance, the women's tag match. I think you had initially started going with Bayley and Lyra, yeah, and then like you switched up and stuck with the Irresistible Forces or whatever their thing is.
Well, in the future, if I do that, hold me accountable. Make me make a definitive pick. So that way you can put it on record.
Will do, sir.
Needs to be on record. Hey. I mean, that was a hell of an episode. I mean, we promise the preview episode, the predictions episode will not be that long again. 4 hours. I think it was, and we didn't have any ads.
No. That was a cram session.
Yeah, I mean, well, dude, we normally do 2 episodes, and we decided to do them back to back in one episode, just like this one, this predictions episode. I mean, post show was one long episode.
Yeah.
So, milk it. Milk it. So, Tyler, you got anything you want to plug?
Hey, be kind to one another. Spread the love. But other than that, you're home for wrestling news, all the fun stuff, the great camaraderie, and so on and so forth. PCW.
Yeah. Trey, you want to plug anything?
As always, Instagram.com/Podcast Championship Wrestling, and join us in the Discord.
Doyle, what do you want to plug, buddy?
Yeah, just find us in the Discord and like us on Facebook there.
Alright. Yeah, I got nothing. I've been holding this Wizen for a while, so yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. I'll see you next episode 116.
All right, guys.
Later. We out.
Bye.
You are the world's dumbest son of a bitch.
The fact that day in and day out, for almost 6 years, I have proved to everybody in the world that I am the best on this microphone, in that ring, even at commentary. Nobody can touch me.
You are not ready for Oscar!
Because the Street Profits are up and we want the smoke. You're next. Talk about your Psalms, talk about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says I just whipped your ass.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. New day!
The cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah, Macho Madness here.
Welcome to the Kevin Owens Show.
Lately, he just hasn't been very oozy.
Because I'm the Miz, and I'm awesome.
Those rotten bastards.
Bye-bye, bitch.